Good. Choke on my spit. Good morning. Good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. As you can see from the title, another traumatic thing happened over the last few days because Alex and I literally can't catch a break. That's what I'm holding in my head anyway. Yes, we had a beautiful weekend. My sister got married. It was awesome. That was great. My hair, I did not. We just got back from a doctor's appointment. Okay, so as you can see from the title, we were getting home from helping my sister prep my parents' farm for the wedding, and right as we were coming home, a fox was attacking our hens, and we lost 6 of our hens, and it was very upsetting and very brutal and very awful, and I don't know exactly how to explain it to you guys without getting demonetized for it being hella dark, because it was hella dark. It was not even sunset at all. And let me just get into the stream first and then we'll tell the story, because honestly, like, I need a minute to just sort of like stabilize here with you guys. Good morning. Nice to see you guys. Frida, good morning. Louisa, Melanie, good morning. Lovely to see you here. AJ, good morning. Mayo, good morning. Kyla, hello, good morning. Kyla, I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see you. Valerie and Joy, good morning. Nice to see you as well. Hi, Laura, I'm sorry for your loss. I know you love your chicks. Yeah, right when we had one chicken freak accident die, and hey, Alex, good morning. And I was traumatized and devastated, and then 2 days later a fox came and attacked our flock, and I lost several of our original flock and several of my favorite birds, and I had to actually put one of our birds down, which was horrific. Hello. Thank you, honey. Perfect timing.
On there?
Yes, please, right here is good. I'm having sushi for breakfast because the rules are there ain't no rules, and I want some sushi right now, so I'm having some. Give me just a sec. I haven't eaten yet, and I just want to eat something. Sushi with tea? Delicious, thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me eat one more piece and then I'll talk to you again. And then I eat too fast and my nose starts running. All right. So, good news is I had a full meltdown. I cried my heart out. And I'm feeling a lot better now. Bad news. Okay, so we were helping. It was the day before the wedding, so it was Friday. We went to the farm, my parents' farm, to help. Hey, Rebecca, good morning. Hey, Evie, good morning. Yes, thank you. I appreciate all of your kind words and all of your everything. So I'm going to tell the story so I can just get it out so you guys know what happened. It was about 5:30 p.m. and the chickens were out free ranging, and they had been out all day, just like they're out every day. And we came home about 5:30 p.m., so the sun wasn't down yet. We weren't even rushing. Like, we weren't rushing to get home because we had time. And as we pulled around onto the mountain, we saw our neighbors in our backyard, like, flailing their arms and, like, running around our backyard. And we were like, what are they doing there? And then as they saw us pulling onto our driveway, they ran up to the car and said, a fox just got all your chickens. They just killed all your chickens. And I, like, got out of the car while it was still moving. And I literally said, no, not Diane. Like, literally, like, to Alex, I said, not Diane, I can't handle that. So I sprinted to the backyard, and the first chicken I saw, Diane, she was up in a tree. So Diane was safe. The first chicken I saw was Diane, and I was just like, she is safe, she's alive, and she's up in a tree. But they said, a fox got all your chickens. So I was like, how could a fox have gotten all of our chickens? And they said some person had pulled over because they saw a fox headed towards the yard and threw something at the fox to try and scare them away because they saw that we had chickens. And then they went right to our neighbor's house and said, there's a fox headed into their backyard. The neighbors ran to our backyard, and as the neighbors were running into the backyard, we were turning up the thing. Like, it literally all happened in like a 2-minute, like, if we had been home 5 minutes earlier, we would have seen the fox coming into the backyard. Like, again, it was within a 5-minute period that a fox came and just rampaged through our yard. And so they said, we saw the fox carry off a dark bird into the field, but then we saw the fox come back out, so the bird might still be out in the field. We don't know what happened, but we saw him, like, he grabbed a bunch of chickens and just shook them and then dropped it and went for another chicken. Like, he didn't kill a chicken and take it away like you would expect. He, like, just grabbed it, shook it like a dog who shakes a toy, and then grabbed another chicken. Like, just was going, like, wild. And so when I, counted them all, we were down 6 chickens. There were 6 chickens that I had not accounted for. I got all of the chickens who were okay. I checked everybody, like, did a preliminary check, just got them. They were in the coop. Half of them were in the coop up high, like, freaking out, and the other half were, like, in low trees freaking out. So Diane and Baby and Clementine, they were in a tree, but the Ziggy Stardust, the other rooster, and Pingu and Freckles, they were in the coop, and it was just chaos, honestly. I was just running around, and there were feathers everywhere, so it looked like all of our chickens had been massacred. Like, there was just feather patches of feathers, not like 3 feathers, like a handful of feathers were just all over our whole backyard. And our neighbor just was staying there and saying, I'm so sorry, honey, I'm so sorry. And I was like, I literally can't right now. I have to figure out what happened. Like, thank you, but I can't feel my feelings right now. I need to figure out where my birds are. So we had 3 birds that we couldn't find. There were 3 birds that were just gone. They just took the birds and got far enough into the cornfield that we were unable to find them. And those birds were Fern, which we had this whole conversation about how I thought we lost Fern 2 days earlier and had a meltdown about it, and then it wasn't Fern, and it's been like a roller coaster. We lost Fern, like literally lost, like Fern was taken away, and then Bluebell and Nighthawk were just killed and left in the backyard. Bluebell is our huge Rhode Island Red who lays a dark brown egg, and Nighthawk hasn't even started laying eggs yet. She's just a baby. So those 2 were just dead in the backyard, just killed for no reason and left behind. And then Clover was missing, and the neighbor said it was a dark brown one that the fox carried into the field. And they said, but the fox came out really quick, so they don't think the chicken's far. So I went looking for her, and I found her, and she was alive, but she was really badly wounded, and she was bleeding, and she was like choking on blood, and she was in a lot of pain, obviously, and she was very scared, and I had to kill her. I literally had to put down my own pet. My first chicken, Diane and Clover, were our two first chickens, and I was bawling my eyes out killing one of my favorite pets. It was literally the worst. It was the worst. And I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know what else to do. There was no time. She wouldn't have survived the trip to the vet. She wasn't even going to survive me picking her up. Like, she was really badly injured. And I didn't want to carry her around and, like, try and fix. Like, she was really badly hurt. And she was really scared. And I was like, this isn't fair. She's been such a good bird. She was a mama bird this summer. She was such a good broody hen, and she took such good care of our hatched babies. Like, she just didn't deserve to be in any more pain. And I was so heartbroken. I'm so heartbroken about Clover and Fern, but I had to put her down. I've never had to do that to an animal, literally kill. I've never had to kill anything. I think I've killed a fish before to eat. I've never had to kill any other kind of animal, and that was really, really hard, but it was like, she wouldn't have made it to the vet. She wouldn't have even made it, like, to the garage if I had picked her up and taken her into the house. She wouldn't have even made it that far. So that happened, and we didn't find Fern. Bluebell and Nighthawk were already dead. Clementine's baby. We lost Clementine's baby. And, oh God. But Diane, literally, I had a full-blown meltdown. I just bawled my eyes out. I called my mom, like, crying, like, you know when you're crying when you can't breathe? When you like how little kids are crying? Like, I was crying like a little kid who couldn't get my words out because I was crying so hard. My mom thought something happened to me. Like, my mom was like, do you need me to pick you up? What happened? Are you okay? And I was, like, trying to explain what happened. And basically, I told her everything that happened. And the following day, the day of my sister's wedding, of course, I had to swallow it all back down. But I brought Diane and Sweet Pea and Pingu. Who else did we bring? And Freckles, I think. Diane, Sweet Pea, Pingu, and Freckles. We brought Pearl. Diane, Sweet Pea, Pingu, and Pearl. Morning Dawn, morning Lita, morning Saga, Joy, hello, Melanie, hello. Nice to see you all. I'm crying with you. Rebecca, yeah, it was really effed up. Like, honestly, I was not ready for that. And I thought we were done with all of the trauma. Like, I don't even know what else to call it. That was traumatic for the birds and for me. But, hey there, Oracle. So we brought those 4 birds to my parents' house the following day because Diane doesn't have her partner anymore. Diane and Clover, like, were buddies, so they only hung out together. They only wandered around together. So Diane is alone. And I didn't want her. I thought I did not have the emotional capacity to handle Fern dying. I do not have the emotional capacity to handle Diane dying. So we brought Diane to my mom's house. We also brought Pearl because Pearl is a silky, and I have no idea how Pearl did not get got because she's very friendly and not very bright. And Pingu and Pearl and Nighthawk were a trio together, so we brought Pingu and Pearl to my parents' house because they lost Nighthawk, their third of their trio. Like, all of the chickens are in cliques, and we had intended on bringing them to my parents' house in their groups. So, like, Diane, Clover, and Poppy would go together, and I know it's bad when you get an actual crying rag instead of toilet paper. Yeah, it wasn't great. It was not a great time. It was a very hard time, and immediately following that full meltdown heartbreak, I had my sister's wedding, where I obviously have a lot of happy feelings for my sister, but I had to, like, shove down my feelings, which was hard. So that's what happened. And so we brought 4 more chickens. So right now we have 11 chickens at home here. We have our 2 roosters. We have Clementine still. Poppy is here too. I'm disheveled about it. Like, I don't know who we have now, because every time I go out, I forget which ones are missing, and I forget who's at my parents', and it's just like all my chickens are scattered around the world, it feels like. And I missed how the fox got to them. Well, we live on a farm, and the cornfield, it's the time of year when foxes are around, and we've never had a predator problem, so we've never worried about our chickens during the day. It's just when the sun starts to get down cats. So the sun wasn't even down yet, so I wasn't worried about them, so they were free ranging. On August 17th, I had 3 wisdom teeth pulled. I was supposed to get them pulled 7 years ago. They were all infected. Oh my gosh, ow. Had the worst headaches this summer, and now I found out why. That makes sense, but yikes. That sucks. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Laura. Thank goodness for that nice person who pulled over, though. Yeah, they came here the next day. They came over and knocked on the door, and they told me the story of what happened, and I was, like, not emotionally prepared to talk to a stranger about my babies dying, but they came over and talked to me about it, and I thanked them for throwing rocks at the fox. And then they started asking me questions about the house and how it's for sale, and, like, questions about what's wrong with the house, and I was like, I literally can't do this. Like, thank you so much for the fox help. Sometimes the worst things happen. When the worst things happen, great things happen after. Don't give up hope. Honestly, Kyla, I've been trying to hold on to that. But they keep happening. Like, things keep happening. Just keep happening. When I had chickens, the fox would come about 10 a.m., take 1 chicken, and come back in a couple of days. Well, Lori, that's one of the reasons why we are getting them to my parents' house now. Like, first of all, they're not free-ranging anymore. They're in their run. And second of all, the fox didn't just take 1. It just tore through the flock. It just, like, went for a kill. Like, there was only 1 fox. It's not like there was a whole bunch. So yeah, now that the fox knows that the chickens are here, though, like, for sure, obviously knows. Like, of course the foxes knew. The chickens make noise, and I know that predators have known that because we've seen foxes before. They've just never done anything. We've only lost 1 bird to a predator ever, and it was to a hawk. So, but now the chickens, now they know. The fox knows that they're here, so we've been prepping to get them all to my parents' house. I know that is odd. They don't usually do that. That's what's weird to me. It wasn't a group of foxes. It was 1 fox. Like, our neighbor saw it happen, and we arrived. And the fox came out again while we were in the backyard. I had already gathered up the dead chickens and put them into the middle of the backyard. And Alex was standing, like, with them. And I was counting the chickens that were in the coop to try and do a head count. And the fox came out of the cornfield again, like, looking where the birds had been when we got home. Like, they were lined up at the edge of the field. And the fox was back there. like looking for the chickens again. We were in the backyard. I wonder if it's young. I mean, I've seen small foxes in our area. This was a pretty good sized animal. Like, it was all red. Like, it wasn't like it was still dark. You know how like the young foxes, they still have like a dark face. They're like kind of like dark gray brown or like gray black. Like, they're darker. This one was like fully red with the white tip on the tail, like a beautiful red fox. Like, in any other situation, I would have been very happy to see it, because it was very beautiful. But I don't know, because it came out while we were out there still, which seems juvenile and or like unwell. But also the sun was up, which is also not when the foxes have ever come around. They're always at like very right when the sun is going down. Can you get a baby monitor type of system so you can see the chickens from the house, especially at night if you hear a commotion? Well, at night the chickens are safe in the coop. Also, it's not really going to be relevant for us anymore because we're moving. So the chickens are going to my parents until we have a farm again. Until we have somewhere that they can live, my parents are going to be watching our chickens. Just hold on a second. I'm just gonna shove down these sushi pieces so that I can know that I'm finished eating, because it's really tasty. The fox was not starving, Dawn. It looked in perfect health. Maybe it had babies to feed. I don't know when baby season is for foxes, though. Well, Lori, that's what we did. We picked some flowers and we brought them out into the middle of the field, and we left the chickens there because we had 3 dead chickens and 3 of them were missing, so we brought them out into the middle of the field. There's like an empty space in our cornfield, and we put them there. We like had a moment and did our like as if we were having our little funeral for them, but we left them out so that either the coyotes or the foxes could have them, because it was a waste that they died. It was heartbreaking, but also a total waste. It was not like anything. There was no benefit if we were to bury them. Downside is that for sure, every predator knows that there's chickens here now. So we are not going to be keeping them for the entirety of the month, like I had hoped some. A lot of things will use them. Yeah, that's what Alex and I had talked about. We were just like us burying them is like the fox is more likely to come back sooner if we bury them, because now there's going to be something to dig up and there's going to be no dinner tonight for them. So thanks, Slinky. Thanks everyone for your kind words. I do appreciate it. I've been rewatching all your natural dye videos, Laura. I can't stop. I even mentioned it in the uni lecture and people thought it was fascinating. Sorry if it's an inappropriate aside from the topic. Honestly, I don't even want to talk about it anymore because literally people kept bringing it up at the wedding. Like, people kept being like, I heard you guys have chickens. Sorry, we heard that a fox got a bunch of them yesterday. And I'm like, I'm not well versed enough in chicken keeping that I'm just easily over it. You know what I mean? Hate to say it, but they did know they were there. I think they didn't come because you're usually home. What's crazy is we weren't gone a really long time. Yeah. It's true, though. They probably did know. Because they've been around. We've seen foxes before. have to take the doggy out because he's demonic. Have a good day. Oracle, thanks for coming. 3rd day of fever? Jeez. That sucks, Frida. I'm on my 3rd day of period, so I'm ready to just be a vegetable and be sad. I'm so sorry for your loss. Who will you live with? We're still, dealing with the details, Dawn, but anyway, people kept being like, as if we are farmers who are like used to this, the drama, of having farm animals, which we are not. And so I kept having to be like, yep, we lost about, sorry, I've got something in my eye and my nose is running. Anyway, I kept having to be like neutral about it because it was a wedding. Like, I'm not gonna get into full meltdown mode at a wedding. Like, it wasn't my time. And not great. We had to get an electric chicken fence. Amber said no more chicken loss. It's a net style and works really well. Again, this is like the stupidest time. We're not going to be keeping chickens. Like, this is literally like it was within our 30 last days of having chickens. A fox was like, well, they're probably leaving, so I guess it's time to literally ruin everything. I don't understand. The chickens are staying in their run. They'll be safe in their chicken run. They have a high fence. Nothing's ever gotten into their fence. We're going out every often to check on them. And I'm bringing them to my parents' house. I just need to find homes for my 2 roosters because my parents do not want to take my roosters. They will if I can't find a home for them. Like, they'll take it as a emergency action, but they're not going to keep them as a pet. Circle of life really sucks sometimes. I'm sorry for this experience. Amber, me too. I understand, but I don't want it. You know what I mean? Like, I understand this is what happens, but it just seems like just one thing right after another. There's just no time for me to breathe through any of the things. Hey there, V. But in positive news, I had a full meltdown that night. A full hard cry. I haven't had a full hard cry. Like, even when I cried about the chicken the few days before that, I was sad, but it wasn't an awful meltdown. Whereas on that Friday, I had a full bawl my eyes out hard cry and woke up feeling a lot better on Saturday, just because I haven't been able to get all my emotions out for all of the other hard things that we've been going through. So that happened. So let's switch topics now, because a lot of good things are going to happen in the world. A lot of things are going to be okay. But, like, for real. Like, that better be it. That better be the last thing. No. I ate it all. There's none left for you. So, yesterday thanks, V, I appreciate it. Also, thanks, Amber. It's called the Fireside Pullover. There's a video on it on my channel. Oh, excuse me. I don't even know how to switch topics from here. It's like, that's so dark, but a lot of good things have happened in the world. Let's just switch then. Let's just move on to the next topic. I, yesterday, had a full day of sewing. I was just sewing all day. I was gonna film something, but then instead I just had a day for myself and sewed a bunch of things to make myself feel better, and one of them turned out really good, so I want to show you. What do you have on your table? The purple is beautiful. This morning I found a Walmart gift card from a family member, and I decided to go to Walmart right after our doctor's appointment this morning, and I picked up 2 new colors. So I'm gonna do video tutorials with these. I don't have like new yarn to play with. I also got double pointed needles, so you guys are gonna have to help me figure out how to use them. But I sewed 2 things. The first thing I sewed is a skirt out of some of my naturally dyed fabric. Hold on, I even put a zipper in it. Let's just get off the topic of my chicken massacre because I don't know how to switch topics on it, so I'm just gonna like not talk about it right now, okay? Cool. So I made a skirt with a zipper, a hook and an eye, and a nice tie for the back. And then in the front and the waistband, it's my natural dyed with Concord grapes, and then my hammered, what's it called, flower hammering. Laura, very good YouTuber for knitting is Very Pink Knits. Okay, one sec, let me get my book out. Oh, I wrote it down. I wrote another YouTuber down that I'm supposed to check out. Rain Country channel. Where is the pen? Very Pink Knits. Okay. So also sorry I was late. We had an appointment. Anyway, so here's the skirt. I'll show you what it really looks like in a couple of days when I wear it. But I did all French seams. I haven't hemmed it yet. But I did French seams, and then I did top stitching on the top so that the seams are flat. 2 out of 3 kids are sick. Sick. Frida, I hope that your test comes back negative and that it's just a cold, but also I hope you feel better soon. This is the thing that actually worked out really well that I made. So it's just it's not real, it's cropped because it doesn't go into things, like it will tuck into my skirts. But it's like a little cropped, like my belly button is right here. So it's still below my belly button, but it's not, you know what I mean? Anyway, I made a top with bias tape binding around the necks and arms. Like, I didn't use a pattern, I just sort of traced one of my dresses that I like the neckline of. But there's the fabric, front and back. And it's all hammered. Those are like real flowers. Isn't that pretty? I really like it. I think it came out really cute. So I think I'll do a tutorial on it because it was really easy to make. And I also did French seams on this one too, so that it's completely not going to fall apart. It's pretty bad, and I'm thinking that I'm vaccinated, and if it was COVID, it wouldn't be this bad. I don't know, fever logic. Yeah, that makes sense. That logic makes sense. It checks out. So you probably have some other flu, which sounds not ideal anyway, but you're a very talented sewer. Thank you. Well, hopefully I can make the tutorial well. The bias tape binding was not great. I didn't do a great job with that. But the shirt's cute. It won't ever fall apart. Everything was French seamed. And also I top stitched all of the seams down. It was the only color trim I had, V. But thank you. So after I did my French seams, I'll show you. I top stitched the seam like down so that from the inside it can't like come up. It's stuck down. And then I've got my little simple hem, but that way it's nice and strong. And it looks pretty. It's not perfect, but it's gonna work. It's gonna work, and it's gonna... I'm sorry, I'm still trying to disconnect from the chicken talk. Also, this cookie is amazing. It is cookie on the bottom, milk chocolate on the top. Is it weird to have chosen Doc Martens sandals for a wedding? No. I don't think so. I wasn't even gonna wear shoes to the wedding. Exactly, Dawn. Nobody even sees your feet. A funny theory, the first person who did French seams was trying to figure out what to do after seaming the wrong side of their fabric. Honestly, while I was doing it, I was like, this feels so wrong. It feels like when you're learning how to sew, the first time you sew something, when you just put your seams on the outside because you're just learning how to put two pieces of fabric together. That's what it feels like when you're doing French seams. It was very... doesn't feel good to when you start. You're like, oh no, I did wrong sides together. It's gonna be okay, everything. It's supposed to look that way. It's very uncomfortable. My niece wore white canvas sneakers at her wedding. Man, if you're wearing a long dress, I don't see why it would matter very much, you know? What your shoes look like. Okay. So, what I was doing last night while in bed, I was... Where did I put it? Well, I guess I can't show you. I was doing rough copies. Well, here's the 3mm hook, so it must be around here. I was testing a new baby booty. I was just trying to make a new baby booty pattern because every time I check my YouTube statistics, it says, make more baby booty patterns, Laura. Everybody wants baby booty pattern. Where is the little booty, though? I found the yarn. Peekaboo, did you take it somewhere? Oh, here it is. Anyway, so I'm gonna do a crochet tutorial for another baby booty. I just haven't figured it out. I love the contrast of the bias tape. Well, thank you. I like everything about it. I'm going to probably be making a couple more things out of that type of fabric. I just need to make more of that fabric by picking my flowers. Where are my scissors? I can cut my tails so I can show you what it actually looks like. What did I just flick? Okay. Anyway, here was a rough draft of a cute little booty. It's got like a open top. Why does it look not as cute as it did last night? If your feet feel good, you will beam and glow with your smile. Your shoes pinch, so will your face. Totally. We're in the process of having both the Catholic and Protestant churches combined for the ceremony. How? Interesting. I don't understand though. Oh boy, horrible. I can't see for anything. I'm horrible. I'm gonna be a bit quieter today. No strength. We're in the process of having... Okay, if your feet feel good, got that. Okay. Anyway, baby booties. The internet wants more, so I was trying to design a cute little baby booty last night. And this one's pretty cute, but I'm not set on it because it's not like hecking easy. You know, like I wanted to make one that was so easy. Everybody can do it. Oh my god, I really need to like just focus. Come on, Laura, just pull it together. Anyway, what are you guys up to? What are you working on? Are you guys making any cool things? I don't want to use this white yarn anymore. I want to use the gray, I think. But anyway, I want to do more baby booties because the internet wants more baby booties, and baby booties are fun to make anyway because they're quick. And now that every single person in my family is married, I am just on the waiting list for babies to start. I'm joking. My fiance's parents are helping with that. They are proactive with church activities. Well, that's convenient. You want this? Do you see that paw? Watch. There you go. See the little gray paw coming? She thinks that it's always for her. I need other people's babies in my life. Literally, same. Now, I need other people's babies in my life because I need to start making baby things because that's what the internet wants to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And how big are babies' feet? Like, this feels right, but is that too big? I've made some shirts, but they're t-shirts, not fancy. Yeah, I definitely can't make a fancy shirt or like a button-up shirt. Now that I'm an aunt, I feel like I don't need children. Yeah. Alex, I saw some good luck. What happened with Alex that I missed? I'm knitting a sweater with cables. Oh god, good luck. I'm crocheting 2 different baby blankets, posting in Discord in a minute. Oh, awesome. Those shoes are too cute. Working. You can't just have anything that dangles, madam. Sorry. You saw her toes? Peekaboo is very happy to play with toys. We plan on adopting a child. Oh, cool. Good, you saw the paw. Okay, 10 stitches. I did 14 last time, but that was with a smaller hook, so I'm going to do 13. 11, 12, and 13. So I'm going to just be trying the pattern that I did last night to see if I can do it again. See if it works. Also, it's raining all day today, so it's going to be like a quiet day here. I'll probably do more sewing. As you can see from the background, the floor is not clean because there are bits of sewing equipment on the ground, and Peekaboo has been spreading them out around the house, being very helpful. Where'd you go? Oh, she's back here for playing. There she is. My little chunky girl. She's very distracting, if you didn't notice. Millicent got a new raincoat. Pick is in Discord. She is profoundly unhappy. Let's see. Is she in the pets part or in the live stream discussion? It's Frida, so probably in the pets. Yes, she is profoundly unhappy. She's very cute, though. Hi, Pika. Isn't she nice? Such a cutie. Look at her. You guys can't really see her because she's kind of hidden. Let's see if I can get her to... Here's a thing. There. Now you can see her more. She likes to play with anything. She's a very playful kitty. Anything that can be a toy for Pikachu? Peekaboo? It is a toy. Sorry, but she looks great. I think so too. My little chunky girl. She's chunky, but she's fine. And she's friendly now. Didn't used to be friendly. If y'all remember, she was very afraid when she first came here. But now she is a friendly girl who just wants to play with all of the human things and wants to eat all of the food. I love all the creative things you do. Kyla, thank you. I love doing creative things. It makes me feel at peace and happy. I just have to monetize it because that's all that I want to do is creative things, so I have to do videos on it so that I can keep doing them all the time. She must be great to cuddle with when she's so floofy. She's not quite cuddly yet. The only time she's cuddly is right before bed, or right before we get up in the morning. She comes into the bedroom and she comes and sits like in the bed and comes for a cuddle. But she doesn't want me to pick her up or carry her. She does not want to be moving while under the control of a human. That is not her, not her thing. Oh, she's back. She's back right here underneath me for... I already gave you human things to play with. I don't have any other stuff up here that you can just have. Is that playful? Here, how about this? There. But eventually I'm sure she'll be great to cuddle with. Someday. There we go. Now she's a happy girl. She's so fat. She makes me smile every time I see her just because of that tummy. Look at that tummy. She's got a big tummy. Laura, I saw the lovely wedding photos on Facebook. Do you have 3 sisters? No, just 2 sisters. Me and my sister and my sister who's the bride, and then my little sister. But I don't have the pictures of me and Alex yet because those were just the pictures that were on my little sister's phone. But Alex and I were the photographers for the wedding, so all the photos of Alex and I are on a memory card that my sister took back to Ottawa with her. So basically we need to wait for the photos of Alex and I because we got like nice photos of us. Pika is so much more comfy now. I know, right? She's chillin'. Look at her fold her little toe underneath. She knows I'm not going to hurt her anymore, which was like awesome. Makes me so happy for her that she's like comfortable here. Oh, the Facebook is last minute, Laura. Yes, thank you. Thank you for that. Mary Grace. Gotta go now off to my kids' school to pick them up. Sounds good, Alex. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming. So the wedding, let's talk about the wedding because that was beautiful. It turned out... What the heck? There's a spider on my computer. Oh, it escaped. Good. Sorry, there's a spider on my computer. It just caught my eye. The spiders from the flower thing. Good to see all you. Oh, have a good doctor's appointment, Kyla. Hopefully nothing too exciting happens. Because nobody needs an exciting doctor's appointment, you know? Anyway, the wedding was beautiful, obviously. My sister was so beautiful. She looked amazing. The food was amazing. My sister and her groom, they made all the food for the wedding. My mom made the cake. It was epic. It's like pouring rain now. Do you hear it? It's like pouring. I loved your dress, and the bride's dress was beautiful. Yeah, my sister looked amazing. I was actually wearing a skirt over top of a dress. So I got a skirt at the thrift store for $6, this beautiful long black skirt. And it was high-waisted like the way that I liked my dresses to be. And my sister gave me this dress that was cute. And I put the dress on and then I put my skirt on over top so that I could have both. Oh my gosh. Do you hear that thunder? That's crazy. That's some crazy. Did you go for the curly hair? I did go for the curly hair. I scrunched my hair while it was wet, and I had dark curly hair, and honestly, in some of the pictures I was looking at myself and I'm like, I don't even see myself. That doesn't even look like me. Laura, there was a pointy spider in my house and I was going to let it out, but my mother had me put him on a windowsill so it could catch bugs. That's where they should be. That's so cute, though. Your mom was like, no, keep it inside. We need it to do its job here. You looked beautiful. Thanks, Rebecca. I appreciate that. I had a good time. We ate a lot of food, and I had 4 drinks. 4 drinks with alcohol in them. I had 2 gin and tonics, a glass of wine, and a glass of champagne. So, for someone who doesn't drink alcohol, that was a lot. So I had a good party time. Also, Mary Grace, thank you for letting me know specifically that it was a pointy spider, because that, you know, it changes things. Okay, so if I do 6 rows, That seems too long for a baby's foot now. I love real weather. No, we don't have much dangerous weather in Sweden. We don't have much dangerous weather here. The occasional tornado warning in our, like, sort of area. I wouldn't even call it, like, near where I live, really. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is pinch together the front. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to... That is a lot. I think so. It was a lot for me, Melanie. Fellow lightweight, I have alcohol poisoning. Yeah, so not quite that bad, but I mean, I still, I was definitely feeling it. But we had a campfire, which was so fun, and it was small. Like, it was just, like, it was a very small wedding. I don't know. It was a small wedding, and it was very nice. And I had a good time. Okay, sorry, I'm figuring out a pattern while we talk. We have storms with falling trees sometimes. Okay, sometimes we have those too. Occasionally. We'll occasionally have a storm that knocks down trees. You know what we have more often than a storm that knocks down trees is we have ice storms. So it's like it rains really cold and then it freezes and then that breaks trees because the ice is heavy. So, like, there'll be willows that just get split in half because they're so big and it's just too heavy for the willow trees. So that happens sometimes. Then it's a bit scary in the forest. Oh, totally. Yeah, because lots of old trees in the forest that could fall. Yeah, that makes sense. I hear that. Okay, then we're gonna turn. I don't think it's a storm today, though. I think it's just rain. Like, I don't think we're expecting any, like, lightning or thunder. I think it's just a rainstorm today. That happens with snow sometimes. Snow for us, it's like, it's more the ice that's the problem. The sleet that freezes on the branches is definitely worse than the snow. It's so magical in Salt Lake City, and up to Parley's Cottonwood and Little Cottonwood Canyons are mesmerizing. It is still warm, too. It's not cold here yet, but I wouldn't call it warm anymore. It's not warm enough for me anyway. I like it to be... I stand corrected. Oh, my poor Thunder. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Come on. Oh, come here. Oi, oi, oi. Come here. One sec, one sec. Ugh. 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 There. Here. Here. There you go. Okay. There we go. It's alright. It's just rain, baby. Does Thunder not like storms? No, he does not. You can see him shaking. He really does not like storms. He does not like them one bit. I'm sorry, I know thunder is awful, isn't it, buddy? Silly that your namesake really makes him shake. My poor baby. I can't help but laugh at him, though, because, like, he's in no danger. So I just cuddle with him. I used to, like, ooh and awe and poor baby, but if I do that, he'll shake longer. If I ignore it and just, like, hold him, he won't be freaking out as long. He's very sad when he, if you talk to him about how sad it is. Does he have his name before or after you knew that? Definitely before I knew that. We didn't name him. He came with the name Thunder, and they were like, 'cause he's so loud and his bark is, like, obnoxious, and we were like, that's fine. We just weren't renaming him because we didn't want him to have to learn a new name, because we didn't know that that was okay, to rename a dog. I don't know. I didn't know that you could do that. So I was like, we'll keep his name Thunder. And then it turns out that Thunder is very not a fan of thunder. Huh. You really don't like it. It's just so scary. He is vibrating, yes. He's a scared little guy. Does not like it. It's okay, baby. I keep you safe. I keep you safe, okay? I keep you safe. You little stinky boy. Yeah. So cute. Yes, very cute. Very, very small. Too small. Thunder could eat. Thunder could eat me. I'm too small. It's just rain. It's just... What is thunder, by the way? Anybody? What's thunder? What is it? Science-wise. Do we have somebody who knows? I feel like there was a time in my life where I definitely knew. But why is there thunder? Why is thunder? What I do like is that my dog Thunder doesn't know that the word thunder means thunder. He only knows that his name's Thunder, and so I can say thunder and thunder, thunder, and it doesn't scare him, like it's not telling him that there's going to be thunder. It just is me saying his name lots and lots of times. It's the sound of lightning. Well, then there's lightning somewhere, Thunder, which is very traumatizing for you, I know. He does not like that. Lovely. Very. My little doggo. So sad. So small. Anyway, turns out we're having a thunderstorm. I thought we were having just a rainy day. It didn't show thunderstorm on my weather on my phone. But I guess we're having a thunderstorm. Sorry, little dude. I know you don't like it. A loud rumbling or crashing noise heard after a lightning flash due to the expansion of rapidly heated air. Thank you, Frida. Rapidly heated air making noise. Interesting. Well, that means there's lightning somewhere. I just know the kilometer thing, where you do 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, or 1 steamboat, 2 steamboat, whatever way you count. And for every Mississippi or steamboat that you count, it's a kilometer away. So if you have lightning flash with thunder immediately after, it's really, really close. Thunder is the opposite of natural thunders. Literally, he's just like not. You are not rapidly expanding heated air. But anyway, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, if you are like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and then the thunder cracks, then that means it's like 2 kilometers away from you. I don't know if that's 100% true. Isn't it the sound of warm and cold fronts colliding? I'm not a doctor or a scientist. I like lightning though. I think it's interesting looking. I like watching thunderstorms. I like the sound of thunder. I think it's so cool that there's like a natural phenomenon that's so loud that just happens. We are not involved. It just happens. Interesting though. I haven't seen any lightning though, but it's also daytime. It's like bright out. It's not dark thunder rain clouds, you know? Okay, so what else happened? The wedding was beautiful. The day after the wedding, I didn't talk to anyone. I just stayed at home with Alex and we were just quiet at home. And then I was sad, so we had sushi for dinner because that is what you do when you're sad. I don't know if you knew that yet. If you didn't know it yet, when you're sad, you just have to have sushi for dinner. Also, tomorrow is Alex's birthday, everybody. Alex, my partner in life, is aging officially tomorrow. So that happened. I love thunder and lightning, except the 2 times I was too close. I don't need that much adrenaline. I've never been close enough to be in danger. Once a tree in our backyard got hit and like cracked and broke in half, and it was like we were far enough away that it was fun and cool to watch. But I've never been close enough to be afraid of, like, for my safety. But I've always loved thunder and lightning. My mom, when we were little, very much instilled how exciting and interesting it is to watch a thunderstorm. So I never got that, like, fear of thunderstorms that some people have, which I thank my mom for, because I know people who are like, who don't like thunderstorms. Happy birthday tomorrow, Alex. We do pizza. Pizza's good too. I just like wanted sushi, and also we are moving, and so next month we are not paying the amount of rent that we're paying right now, which is a lot more. So I'm feeling more comfortable eating food that I want to eat that's expensive, because in my head I'm like, we are able to right now without worrying or without being as careful. Obviously, we're still being careful. Happy early birthday to Alex. I'm so very chill and relaxed, soothing voice. Oh, good. I'm glad. Happy birthday, Alex. Yes, I'll let him know you guys say happy birthday. He's not nearby right this moment, but I will let him know you guys say happy birthday, and you guys can say happy birthday to him on Wednesday if you like. I'm also going to be late on Wednesday because we have an appointment at 10 o'clock, so maybe I'll be early. Maybe I'll be early on Wednesday, and that way we can end early so that we go to the appointment. Maybe that makes more sense. What do you guys think? But I'll let him know you guys say happy birthday. What should we do for his birthday? It's going to be raining all day, and it's still pandemic vibes, so we're not really like doing a ton of outings. We could go to the greenhouse. Not for me to go shopping, the other greenhouse. There's like a local greenhouse for like with all of the cool things where you can walk around and enjoy. I do soul food when I'm feeling sad. That's a good idea as well. I really do like Indian food when I'm feeling sad also, because it's warm and delicious. Hold on. 2, 3, 1, 2. I like Indian food when I'm sad. What else do I like when I'm sad? I like sushi a lot when I'm sad. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, sorry. I'm doing a reduction and I need to count stitches. 1, 2. Oh, you know what we did last night? We watched Great Balls of Fire. Have you ever seen that movie? With Winona Ryder in it as the 13-year-old Jerry Lee Lewis's child bride. Did anyone know that story? I remember seeing that when I was a kid. Sushi is me and my boyfriend's comfort food too. It's because it's delicious. And so delicious, that's all. It's just delicious. I like pasta when I feel down. If I have to cook it, like if I'm the one that has to cook the food when I'm sad, then I think pasta would probably be my go-to because it's quick. But when I'm feeling sad and somebody else is going to cook it, I want Indian food or sushi. Pretty exclusively, I would even say. Okay, so that's looking pretty shoe-like. So that's good. Babies have like fat feet, right? When I'm really sad, I like mashed potatoes, corn, and gravy, soothing carbs. I honestly, toast and butter I also really like when I'm sad. And if I'm feeling like extra, like I need extra, I'll put cinnamon and sugar on the toast with butter because that's delicious. I'm currently almost done watching The Sopranos for the first time. Oh my goodness, for the first time. I've only watched it, watched like a handful of episodes. Alex and I tried to like rewatch it several years ago, and I don't know. How about a picnic? It's gonna be raining, V. It's going to be raining, so I don't know that a picnic is going to work for us. But we tried rewatching The Sopranos, and Alex liked it, but for me, I was just like, not super into it. I don't know. I don't know if it's just because I was like, it's old. So it's like made for a different time frame. You know what I mean? Like the way that I watch content now is not The Sopranos. My dad loves that show. He has the whole series on DVD. My dad loves that show too. I think dads love that show. It might be a dad show. Slinky, are you a dad? I'm joking, but... Oh, Chinese food, so good. Oh, we could do Chinese food for his birthday. That'd be yummy. If you make a cord to cinch that ankle, it will fit even if it's a bit big. True. True. But I'm also doing reductions on the toe side of the sock booty. So it's going to be reducing. I just don't know how big a baby's foot is. Like, I guess we just need to have a baby in my family so that I can have like a good model, because Thunder's feet are so small. I do bring the dad jokes, so maybe. Exactly. The dad jokes are necessary. And I actually love a good dad joke. Thank you very much. Okay. I think this is going to work. I think this is going to be just fine. I'm going to do a bunch of reduction rows just on the side with the toe, and it's going to be so cute. You can probably Google it. I mean, probably. You definitely probably could. A baby to experiment on. Exactly. I need an experimenting baby. Aww. You better now? He just did one of those big, deep sighs. No more shivering, huh? Yeah. It's okay. My poor baby. You know those sighs where they're just a big, deep, comfy sigh? Sorry, I just need a minute to comfort my small dog. Yeah. You can lie down now. No? You want to stay here? You can go in there, though, and lie down. Okay. We're just the tip of your nose. That's fine. Knowing my niece's baby feet, she's like 4 months old, and I feel like her feet are the size of a large egg. That is actually quite helpful, as I have a large egg. Quite useful. The size of a large egg. I can't wait until someone in my family has a baby so that I can just have their little potato bum sitting on my carpet and me just measuring them and putting stuff on them that I made. Oh my god, my family, whoever has the baby first, is going to have a very fashionable baby. Poor Thunder. Him so small. Him so small, yeah. He's a small boy. He's very small. Him very, very small. It's not his fault. He was born this way. I ask him every day why he's so small. Why didn't he decide to grow into a full dog? Why did he stay so small? It's not his fault. 3 or 4 inches long, and they vary on thickness. You think? 3 or 4 inches? Well, then I think I'm doing great then. 3 or 4 inches long. I'm gonna say 3 inches. 4 inches seems like a lot. For a foot? He is a small being. He very, very small. It's not his fault. The world is a hard, hard place, and he's just living in it. Living in this hard world. No one appreciates me. No one ever feeds me food. I'm starving. You starving boy. Yes, I talked to my... Whoa, hello. Do you need a little adjustment there? Oh, here. You can lie down. Look, put your feet. Your little feet here. Give me your other little feet. Oh, there. And just put your neck in there, your fat neck, so that you're not gagging yourself. There. Okay. Poor baby. Sorry. The cutest little sounds. Choking himself on mine. My youngest is 8. It's hard to remember baby feet. Baby feet? Cute little baby feet. Just the littlest feet. They're just so... I'm basically looking at a Build-A-Bear in my head. Like, that's how I'm making this little shoe. And my face skin has decided to throw a fit because I've had a lot of sugar in the past few days. Yeah, my face skin is dry as heck. So I'm just ignoring it until it decides to be oily again. Because I'm not in the mood. not in the mood for the tantrum that my skin is having after the wedding. I have a sty also in my eye right now. I think I haven't had one in like a lot of years, but I have one. Like on my waterline, probably from wearing mascara all day, and I don't know what else could have done it because I'm not someone who regularly gets those, but I got a sty. So that's great. Apple cider donuts. That sounds tasty. I have a chart from Pinterest for booties and hats. Bag a Day has the cutest baby dresses. I have a book on all things for baby, and it's just like sewn items and crochet and knits for baby things. And I open it once in a while and I'm like, can someone just have a baby real quick? That'd be great. Because I would love to make little hand-sewn baby dresses. Man, I love baby stuff. I just have no desire to make baby things when there's no baby to make them for, because I don't want to store baby items in my home until a baby is born. Which could be like anywhere from 1 year to X amount of years from now. Like, I have no idea when everyone else is going to have babies. So I don't want to just store the items. Whereas if I make a sweater for Alex, I also have a sweater, you know? Yeah, what I mean. So, dear sisters, please have a baby. Thank you. That would be great. That way I can make you baby items and have somewhere to put them. He's no longer shaking. He is now chilled out. I don't know if you can tell though, his ears are still making sure that the storm is not coming close by. His ears are going to protect him from a storm sneaking up. Golly gosh. I hope that this rain doesn't knock all of the seeds from the things that I haven't collected seeds from away. Oh my gosh, I collected so many Morning Glory seeds, you guys. I planted like 5 Morning Glory seeds and I collected like 500. So seed saving is like a hobby of mine now. I can't help it. It's so much fun to collect seeds from something and be like, I only planted 1 and now I have 1,000. My seed stash is, I'm ready for the apocalypse. Well, at least for flowers. I'm ready for the flower apocalypse. I will grow all the flowers needed for the end of time. This is working pretty well, actually. It looks pretty cute. I wouldn't say it's like perfectly centered, but you know, it's pretty cute, a little pointy. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what I'm doing as I do it so that when I make a video on it, it's comprehensive. I think it's going to be an easy tutorial though. It's all going to be worked in the round, which is great for not having to think. My cat Baxter has decided to use my feet as a pillow. He's snuggling me and I am so happy. That's the dream, because that means also you have warm feet, but also your feet as a pillow. I love when kitties rest their head on anything. When Peekaboo rests her head on literally anything, I'm like, because usually she just rests it on the ground or on her feet. Where is she now? I don't see her around. Probably went to go join Alex wherever he's at. She is very cute. And her fat little face, I can't help it. Practice, practice, practice. I would make stuff for my nieces and found them in the donating box. So sad. Not appreciated at all. Well, I don't think that'll be an issue for me because my sisters are going to want their kids like fully decked out for sure. I'm obsessive about collecting seeds because my storage jars are too big and I get upset that there's so little seeds inside. My storage jars are too big and I get upset there's so little seeds inside. Oh, I see what you mean, because the jars are so big so it looks like you only have a few. So you're like, I have to collect more, but really you probably have a lot. Ooh, this microwave meal is questionable. Oh, it's, this microwave meal is questionable. I thought it was like, ooh, like, what is the microwave meal? I feel like many microwave meals can be questionable. I don't have warm feet. I have, oh, okay, so your hands and feet get cold, but Baxter snuggles and warms them up for me. Well, cats are like a free heater. And by free, I mean pretty expensive. Probably about the same price as an actual heater. Like maintenance-wise. The heater uses the electricity, the cat uses cat food, but still, both cost money to maintain. But the cat comes with a little vibrating feature, because they purr, which is very cute. The booties I made for Imani was from a pattern of yours, Laura. Really? And it worked well? Because I'm making a new pattern because that video already exists and I need to make a new video so that the internet will not forget who I am. Nope, it's an ew. Vegan bolognese. Yum. I'm not into fake meat. I don't need it. Yep. You're not new to veganism, is what it is, right? When you're new to switching over from not eating any meat, I understand why you'd need a fake meat to like trick you into being okay with, you know, like not eating meat. But once you've done it for long enough, it's like, I don't want any fake meat. Oh, you know what I had from with the sushi last night? That's so good. And I'm wondering if any of you guys know what this ingredient is. I had miso soup, but there's like this green in it. This green, I think it's seaweed, but I don't know. And I don't know where to get it because it's so tasty. It's like big leafy, I think it's seaweed, but it's not nori. It's like pieces of leaf, like large pieces of leaf, and they're kind of chewy, and they're in the miso soup. I haven't Googled it yet, so I have not done any research of my own. I haven't Googled it yet. I won't say I haven't done research, because Googling is not the same thing. Never liked meat. Fish, though. Missed fish. I love fish. My mom made me a hella cute cardigan when I was 10. Wore it once because it was so itchy because of the natural fiber mixed with the glitter. I still have it in my closet. Well, maybe you can like, I don't know, wash it a way that'll make it comfortable so that when you have a 10-year-old, you can make them wear it. I was writing an email and listening, just now seeing where Thunder is. So cute. It keeps him safe from the thunderstorms. He's very small, if you didn't notice. The thunderstorms threaten his very existence. But yes, totally. Never liked meat, though. It hit me pretty hard because I made stylish and the cream of the crop hats and scarves. Yeah, I can get that too, that it would not feel great to have someone in your life not appreciate the lots of work too. Like, honestly, like, let's be honest. It's not like it's like easy peasy making things all the time for people. Like, people want, hold on, skip one. Should I do, sorry, I have to think at the same time, which is so difficult for me. Yeah, if people don't appreciate your handmade things and you're like, hey, I would have made something for myself if I knew that you weren't going to care about it. But thank you for accepting this gift and then putting it in the donate pile. Luckily for me, my family really tends to like my handmade stuff because I don't know, like my mom wears her winter hats that I give her. My sister's yesterday at the wedding, my sister brought, I didn't realize how many blankets I've made my sister over the years because I make her one every couple of years, I guess. And she brought them all to the wedding to use as cozies, like around the fire. So we were all sitting in like the chairs and stuff and the outdoor furniture. But she brought all these blankets and like there were like a lot that were made by me and I didn't even realize, which was interesting. My sister's a great brand person, so her kids are always wearing expensive brands. Yeah, that's not for me. I really hope my kids don't like really need the brands vibe because that was never my vibe. Good boy. He's a good boy. He's sleeping because he's so good now. Is Thunder falling asleep? Most definitely. He's warm and cozy and up against his mama. That's the best place for him. That's literally like if he was, this is his nirvana. Did I just hear your tummy growl? I can't use the words to ask you if you want food, because then you're gonna wake up. Skip one. Put together you there. Put one there. Sorry, I'm still doing something here and I can't think and crochet at the same time anymore. Oh, that's great. Cozy. Yes, very cozy. I'm always like, here, wear this, and they say no. I am all for quality, but my chest is not a billboard, nor my bum. Yeah, totally. Might have been mine growing through the screen. Might have been mine growling through the screen. Here, just there. It could have also been mine because I had a little bit of my sushi and now I want all of it. Yeah, quality's fine, but honestly, same. When people are like totally covered in brand names, it's like, who are you? What is it for? Who are you? Why? But then again, I'm also someone who likes handmade things. So like I would prefer handmade things, which is like my own brand in my head. You know what I mean? Like I wear this and if someone compliments me, I'm like, it feels like a brand because it's my brand. I made it. No, I definitely heard Thunder's tummy growl. Oh, my poor baby. But you already had your morning food. What kind of false advertising is this, Thunder? I cringe at those pants or shorts that said juicy on the butt. Oh god, I know, right? Gross. And they were on like 13-year-olds. Like, remember La Senza Girl? Ugh. The store. They would have all kinds of clothes like that were just like super cringe for like a child to be wearing. Like, why did you make children's clothes that have weirdly... Okay, hold on. That's cute. That seems big, though. This seems big for a little fat baby's toes. What do we think? Does that look like the right size for a little chunky monkey? I hope if I have a baby that they're a little fat baby, because fat babies are the best. With their little elastic wrists. Always been absurd to me to pay for an advertisement, kind of like cable TV. Yeah. Why am I paying to also watch these ads? Thank you, but no thank you. It is cute. It's just not as cute as the one that is so easy. This one's like not as easy or as cute as the one that I made. I had a pair of apple bottom jeans that I thought were cute at the time until some guy commented on them. And what did he say? Urgh. Wow, that's... Smaller ankles, maybe? I feel like that's probably the problem here. Is that it looks like an actual boot. Oh, that was a good deep sigh. That's how you know he's safe. When he gets a good deep sigh like that. Now my head is going, shorty had them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Why was she wearing boots with fur on them at the club? That would have been hot. Shouldn't they be paying us, right? My sister is kind of forgetting the value of money. I value time more. Boots with the fur. The fur! Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't need to count this. This just needs to be long enough to wrap through that. Don't worry about me. Actually, let's try it with the white cable I made for these ones. She hit the floor. Next thing you know. Thank you, Melanie, for harmonizing with me. Appreciate it. Good morning, all. Good morning, Candace. You missed the dark and depressing story of a couple of days ago. but I don't really want to say it again due to the sadness that it is. What a way to wake up, right? Love Thunder. He is the #1 dog. Best dog in the world. Hold on. If you come through here, and you come through here, we can have you both go that way. Hold on, I'm just doing some high quality equations in my head here to figure this out. You both can go through like that. Okay. I always got what I needed when I grew up, and sometimes I got what I got the really wanted expensive thing. I was happy. What did I miss? I know about moving and your sister's wedding. What else? A fox came and killed 6 of our chickens. You missed that. And I had to put down one of our chickens myself. I had to personally put down one of my chickens. So you missed that, which was very dramatically heartbreaking. Yep, that happened the day before my sister's wedding. The best gift I've ever gotten, though, was a snow racer. Remember those? Oh, they were called GT Snow. They weren't called a snow racer here. They were called something else, but I know what you mean. Thanks, Candace. I had a full meltdown about it because it was very upsetting. But I don't want to talk about it again, if that's all right. If you want to like fill in, if you wouldn't mind just watching the earlier part of the stream later, because it was just, I don't want to get into it again. Claudia, do you have any pictures of you and your sister's wedding? Yeah, there's a couple on my Facebook, Claudia, and also when I get the photos back, I will post more. I just haven't gotten them back because we used our nice cameras. That's cute, right? It's a cute little baby booty. Simple. You can pull it tight to close it up. We could also fold it over. We took the photos, Alex and I, but my sister took home the memory cards, so I haven't seen them. Going to make tea, BRB. Good call. Okay, how about if they're folded over? Maybe folded over is better. That's pretty cute. Yeah, because then they can be tightened a little bit easier, I think. How do I get there? How do you get to the Facebook page? I guess go on Facebook and search Last Minute Laura. That would be where you would find the Facebook for Last Minute Laura. Or on my Instagram, which I'm Last Minute Laura _official on there, Claudia. There. Cute baby booties. I have to film a tutorial, so I'm trying to think of tutorial options. Because I haven't filmed a tutorial in a really long time, and it's time to film another tutorial. Laura, can I ask you to be friends? I don't accept friend requests on my personal Facebook, but you can follow the Last Minute Laura one. If you do I just don't want to do that because I only follow like my family now on like my personal Facebook, so I don't want to open it to everyone, or else then I won't be able to follow my family anymore. But Claudia, on the Last Minute Laura, I think you can follow that one. This is too small of a hook. I didn't want to use the 5 though. The 3 is too small. The 5 is fine. 5 is fine. 5 millimeters. Everybody uses 5 millimeters. Anyway, I want to make more baby booty patterns because the internet loves them. They're still the ones where I make most of my money. Like, the most money that I make each month is from my baby booty patterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's see. let's do 20. 19, 20. And then 21 because we're doing 20 stitches. Sorry, I'm going to try another pattern. Could I use a bigger size hook to make toddler size booties? Yeah, totally. Or just make a few more stitches. How big is a toddler? Like, how big are toddlers' feet? You know? Because I don't know at all how big. Like, if you give me the measurements of, and the age, like 3-year-old, 2-year-old, and then give me the measurement in inches, like across and top, I can make a pattern for that. One sec, let me grab her toes. I love how babies' feet are so square. They're just like little potatoes. I haven't seen a real live baby in such a long time. Or at least it feels like a long time. Let me grab her toes. That's so cute. Okay, so if we have 20 stitches to start. Oh. Jeez. I feel like I want more snacks. But I also want more tea. And also I want to sleep more. And I want to sew. I'm very mixed up today. I haven't taken my pills yet. That could be why. I don't know if that would happen that fast. The first baby booties I made were for a friend in art school from Brazil. She stayed here with her Swedish boyfriend. She was so happy. I miss her. Aww. 2 inches wide, 4 inches long. 2x4, huh? Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. I feel like this is probably 2 inches wide. Oh, little potato baby feet. I wish someone near me would just have a baby already. I'm ready. I'm ready to hold somebody else's baby, you know what I mean? Jeez Louise. So winter is coming now. Does anybody have snow falling yet? Like a piece of lumber. Yes, exactly. A little 2x4 baby. Anybody have snow coming yet? Our snow doesn't come until like way later, but not way later, probably a couple of weeks. Oh my god, like a couple of weeks and then winter is gonna be here. Check Pinterest. Right, Pinterest has all the measurements, you're right. I do love Pinterest. I just want to make easy patterns that are like, you know, super easy. And so I got these 2 colors of yarn because I thought they would film well. I'm in a tank top and shorts. Lol. Well, not me. I'm in a full sweater and yoga pants. It is definitely fall where I'm at. Frida, no. That's how I feel about it. Honestly, like, fall snuck up on me. Like, it's raining and chilly out today, and I was like, what is... I didn't ask for this. I don't remember this. Have you guys ever heard of a wheel bug? There's one that's been hanging out on my patio, and he's like a baby dinosaur. A wheel bug? I don't have my phone close enough to me to search what it is. What does it look like? And a baby dinosaur? So it's a big bug, I'm guessing. We have these stink bugs right now that are, I found out that that's what the Illuminati bugs are. Alex and I for years have been just calling them Illuminati bugs because they have a triangle on their back, an upside down triangle. And so the first time Alex and I noticed that, he was like, Illuminati. And I was like, okay, well, now that's what they're called. Turns out they're stink bugs, and they're not, like, I don't know if they're invasive or if they're just not native to here. But they are stink bugs. And so now whenever I see them, I'm like, why did I not know that? Are they new to me? Like, why do I never saw them before we lived out in this country area. Where do I live? Oh, where does V live? Where do I live is Southern Ontario. It's like 1.5 inches long, and it looks like half of a saw blade on their back. Yuck, they're supposed to be an indicator species. An indicator of what? A healthy ecosystem? I'm in and out under the blanket as the fever dictates, Frida. I'm sorry that you have a fever. I literally hate the feeling of having a fever. I don't know if it's, to me, it's what I associate as a fever feeling, which is the feeling where I don't want anyone to touch me because my body, like my skin hurts. Is that correct? Is that actually a fever, the feeling, or is that a feeling that can come with a fever? Because for me, a fever means that I'm going to have that yucky, achy skin that hurts and that I don't want anyone to touch any part of my body. It just feels yucky. Yep, that's the feeling with the brain fog. Yes, right, where you're also like literally like a useless human being during that period. That's me, not you specifically. I just mean like a fever. I'm mostly like a zombie fall. Like if I needed to get something done, it would not work. I would just be following someone around like, I have low but persistent fever. Well, I'm glad you got a test, but also if it comes negative, what else are they going to look for? A low but persistent fever sounds no good to me. I could have gone the rest of my life not knowing what a wheel bug was. Is it awful? Can you post it on the Discord so I can see what it looks like without searching it? I could have gone my whole life. That means I need to know. Is it worse than a pointy spider? Because pointy spiders are pretty yucky. A wheel bug, huh? Is it wheelie scary? You're welcome. My dad joke for you. Where do you live that it's fall all winter? Somewhere warm. Somewhere where fall has been taken away by the changing climates. So far in southern Ontario, we still get a winter. For now. Totally useless. Ola is a deer. I'm so bored and so tired and so bored. That's the other thing, is that you're like stuck in bed, but like you don't want to be. Like it's not like you're depressed and you have a fever. It's like you want to do stuff, but you can't because every time you get out of bed to just use the bathroom, you're exhausted. I totally get what you mean. Ew. Gross. I don't like it. I don't like this wheel bug. I didn't need to know that it existed either. Thank you, but no thank you. Could be fall for me all year round and I would be happy. That's what I meant to say. Oh, I watched 4 movies yesterday. We watched Great Balls of Fire, which reminded me how creepy Jerry Lee Lewis is. Still alive. Did you know that? 80-something years old, but still alive. Also, notably abusive to all of his wives. And the movie, like, does not put enough on the fact that he is definitely a total creeper. Married his 13-year-old cousin. She had a baby when she was 14. He was, like, 25. And it said bite as the first search result. That's always good to go with it. That's always good to go with a bug. When you search a bug and then it tells you that it's going to hurt, that it will hurt you. Can a stink bug hurt you? I don't know. I know that what's strange to me is that their stink smell is like tropical fruit. It's not stinky like a yucky smell. It's stinky like a tropical fruit. Like I thought it was like really overly ripe cantaloupe or something. I guess cantaloupe isn't tropical, but, you know. It eats bad bugs. Oh, well, that's good. Then thank you for existing, Mr. Wheelbug. What do stink bugs eat? Can someone find that out? Because I keep seeing them on my squash plants, which makes me think they're squash bugs, but we have squash bugs that are called squash bugs. And then I'm like, maybe squash bugs are called squash bugs because you're supposed to squash them, but that makes me think that they should be on squash plants, but sometimes they're on my cucumber plants, but cucumber plants are kind of a squash, so, you know. We don't really have fall. The leaves change color, and then there's a storm and they fall off within a few days, and it's just grayscale until April. That's literally the only downside for me about winter. If I could not have as much need for color in my life, I wouldn't be so upset by winter, but like I seriously need all of the colors of the wind. Without them, I don't survive well, and winter is all grayscale. And now I'm going to be moving back to the city where there isn't even going to be a million trees to look at. Yes, one bit my mother. Great. Yikes, you get seriously cold and humid. I live not too far from Chicago, so when it gets cold here, it gets really cold. Yuck. No, he's a friend. I've been knitting ribbing for days. 2x2 rib for 4.5 inches. Ugh. No thanks. A 2x2 rib for 4.5 inches. How long is the rib? Is it a round? Are you doing an in the round? Oh yeah, you're doing a poncho thing, right? So it's big in the round, in the big round. I need all the colors of the wind too, literally. Well, this winter, now that I'm going to be living in the city, at least for the winter period, I'm going to be crocheting colorful things again because there will be no color in my life. Although the place that we are staying in, I just don't know if I should say who we're staying with and where we're staying because I don't know if that's appropriate, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I just keep saying where we're staying as opposed to like more specific than that. So just bear with me while I figure out how to go about communicating that stuff to you. But anyway, the place that we're staying is going to have a lot of weird and fun items inside of it, so that should at least help me a little bit. Yes, Dawn, it's not always a good time, but fall is my happy season. Yeah, fall is a good time because you get to wear all your sweaters. I got a fun plaid winter jacket and I'm knitting a purple hat. You're a good boy. Good boy. Yes, in the round, it's part that sits on the chest and the shoulders. Oh, okay. Because I was thinking it was like around the bottom, and I'm like, that's going to be huge. Most stink bugs are plant feeders. The first generation in the spring often feed on the weeds or grasses. As they develop into adults, they... Ready. I'm ready. What do they do, Candace? Often migrate into fields, orchards, and residential landscapes. Thank you. In these environments, stink bugs feed on apples, peaches, berries, peppers, beans, and pecans. Interesting. Fall here is just very gloomy. It rains so much. I don't mind the rain because there's still green everywhere. It's when the stuff all dies back that I'm like, that's when the weather starts to get to me. Your puppy looks so comfy. Claudia, he definitely is. Did you hear that big sigh a few minutes ago? I love when he does those big sighs. It makes me always like feel like loved. Unless I'm doing 1x1 rib, but it's just a hat. Well, I got double pointed needles. I don't know how we're gonna learn to use them, but I got them. So you guys are gonna have to help me. Because, yes, I know I could just learn online, but it's so much more fun when you guys talk me through what we're doing. Also, that hat is twisted, and now it bothers me. So I don't know if I'm gonna pull it. I don't know if I can, because I'm not that person normally, but at the same time, I don't really want... Hold on, let me think. Okay. Sending hugs over the chickens. Thanks, Sid. It was not great, obviously. But I'm 2, 3. I'm okay now. 4, 5, 6. It was super messed up and not ideal. Not ideal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's okay. Good boy. Do stink bugs like tomatoes? I always find them in my tomatoes. Hey there, sister. How are things? Hey, Tanya. Something like just choked me in my throat. Otherwise, I'm okay. Mercury is in retrograde and Saturn is finally coming out of retrograde soon. Great. Does that mean that my life will stop being a literal garbage fire soon? Is that something that's gonna happen? Laura, you really wear all your stuff for a long time, so frog it, you'll be happier in the long run. That's true, I do wear all my stuff for a very long time. Alright, I'll frog it. But you guys are gonna have to talk me through how to start again, because I don't know what I'm doing. That doesn't seem like enough stitches. No, that's not enough stitches. Everyone just keep breathing and taking care of yourself. Sid, yeah, you too. I hope so. Hoping so for everyone else as well. This year has been insane. Literally, the last 3 months have been too much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like overall, just too much. Like, just way too much. Just way too much. Dawn had a good point. What's that? Oh yeah, that's true. It is a good point. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. But that means I have to frog it, which sounds awful to me, but I'll do it. I was thinking of trying to change my sleep patterns to get more sunlight, which means earlier mornings, and I force myself to get up at noon. Yeah, well, soon you'll only have like from noon until 3. I've been having an awful and weird dreams for the past week. I'm sorry. I've been having weird dreams. They haven't been awful, just super weird, including characters from my past that have nothing to do with now. And I don't know why, and not even people who were important in my character arc in the past, just side characters from my past are now side characters from my present dreams. Very bizarre. I'm sorry that yours have been awful though, because awful dreams are awful, and they stick with you annoyingly. I accept the good vibes and will be sending some good juju. I too accept the good vibes. I am sending you whatever residual good vibes I have available. I don't have very many, but you may have what I have. Like to rip it out? Yeah, that's what does it mean to frog it? Yeah, frogging it means ripping it out. Because you ribbit, you rip it out. And then you say ribbit. But I sleep like between 7 and 12. Between 7 and 12. Well, gonna have to put on an alarm, Frida. Which sounds great. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5 is our first stitch. Sorry, I'm making a baby foot. Oh my god, I've never heard of that. I know it was you guys who actually told me that, and the first time I understood that's why it was called frogging, I was like, very good. Very well. Thunder is so cute and cozy. Yes, he was very scared earlier, Sid, because there was a thunderstorm. So now he's feeling a lot better because the thunderstorm has finished. My poor baby. Such a hard life. Oh. The deep sigh is my favorite thing about dogs. All dogs. That. You want to come out now? You can come out if you're up for it. Oh, never mind. He just wanted to lie down. Okay, hold on. But now no one knows you're in there. Well, sorry. You've lost your opportunity to see Thunder because now he's here. I've been learning continental knitting and color work last week. Ooh, color work. That's interesting. Now he's in the sleeve, yes. Where he's warm and cozy and safe. Maybe you'll hear the deep sigh when he settles into his little spot. But now I can't hold my arm up, Thunder. No one can see what I'm doing when you're there. He's gonna be like, oh, why do you keep moving your arm? You okay under there? See, everything's still good over here. Mwah. You have to be up higher if you want to look out because you're sitting in my lap. Here, let me get this underneath you so that it holds you up. Hold on. We'll work together on this, buddy. So that can go there. Oh. And this ball of yarn can go underneath your bum. Ugh, now I've lost my crochet hook. All these things I do for you. I am just your servant. I am only here to serve. I've really only done color work on hats. I don't think I've never knitted color work. I've only knitted barely at all. I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm just more alert and I don't fall into a very deep sleep. I actually love the dark as in being awake in it. I'm like, as soon as the sun goes down, I also go down, which is why in the winter I'm mostly like a bear. I sleep all the time in the winter, which is why depression comes, because that's how that works. Sid, color work is fun and hard. Now he's in the sleeve, right? My kitties do it too. Really? Do you need a hammock? You need a hammock on your body. Yeah, like one of those baby hammocks. Because his feet are here. Here's what we need to do. We need to up your feet, get your feet a little higher. There you go. Now your feet are here. Everything can be comfortable now. You can watch what I'm doing. Take a little nap. Sorry, I'm very distractible when I have a small dog, which is always. Okay, so V, I think if you're still here, for the baby booty, I think that you could use the same pattern, but I think you need to use more stitches. So like right now, I just did it with 20 stitches. And that's going to be like newborn sized. Whereas if you did it with like 40 stitches, I think you'd have toddler size. Yeah, like that baby wrap thing. Exactly, Dawn. I would have to agree with you. It's that way that it folds, right? Gosh, I don't even know my own pattern. But I think 40 stitches would probably do you better than just upping the size of your hook. When you make those little grunt sounds, Thunder, I can't concentrate on anything else. Look at this fat little face. Look, you can go in and be comfortable. There. Oh, and he's gone again. My sister visited once when they had a really early flight, so they stopped by just a few hours to rest. Instead of the airport, they came at 2 a.m. and she was like, wow, you're so awake. You're like, yeah, this is my time of a lifetime. I used to carry my younger two in a baby wrap. Yeah, I'm ready to be an auntie so I can carry little babies around and just have them with me. That being said, I do have this dog, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good, like, it works. It's not perfect as far as, it's not a baby, but it's, you know, Thunder's pretty cute. You could crochet one. Oh, that's true. 40, got it. Sounds good, V. I think 40 would do. Because 20 is giving me just about 2 inches. I think 40 should do you fine. That's an idea. A crocheted body baby hammock. A crochet body baby hammock for your dog. A crochet body dog hammock. I think I could make that. I don't see that anyone... there's gotta be other people who put their dogs in their sweaters, okay? There's gotta be a good use for a dog hammock. But it has to be comfortable for me to sit with a dog in it. God, this dog. Is it like this that it goes? No, it's like that, right? Yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm just looking at my own thing here and trying to figure out how many rows I'm supposed to do. Dawn, best of luck. Oh, bye. Please pray I get the Yorkie I've been seeing. Oh, I thought you were leaving. Yeah, I hope you get the Yorkie you've been seeing. I would like a Yorkie. I'm actually so glad that Alex and I did not get a second dog this summer, though. We were considering getting a second dog from a shelter this summer, and I'm very glad we didn't, because if we had, it would be more inconvenient to move. Gonna see if anyone has already done it. Good question. I'm sure there's someone who's made a hammock or a baby. I don't know if they're called hammocks. Maybe it is called a hammock. A baby, shoot. What's the thing that it's called? A sling. A sling. I was like, when you break your arm. Spent the morning making applesauce. Delicious. Applesauce is very tasty, and I love applesauce. Did you preserve it, or did you just make a huge amount to eat this week? Both are good answers. Okay. That looks right. Little booty. Now what we'll do is we'll do 1, 2, 3, and 4. No, and then we'll slip stitch. Sorry, I'm trying to invent at the same time. Hi there. Hey Kelly, first time to your channel. I've been lurking and listening. Your pup is adorable, and I used to keep my pit in my sweater when he was a tiny little guy. Sid, oh no! Wait, are you moving? Yes. Sid, there has been literally too many things, and one of them is that we have to move because our house is being sold. We rent, as you may know, 1, 2, 3, 4, and our landlords are selling our home. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, going to be moving in November, which is heartbreaking and upsetting. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm mostly over it, I think. I had a full mental breakdown on Friday, and I'm feeling a lot better about everything now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, it was very a lot. So I'm feeling a lot better now about it. But yes, we are going to be moving. One of my besties went through the same thing this summer. Just not an ideal situation. Also, welcome, Kelly. Normally it's not so dark here. 1, 2, 3, 4. But my life is hard right now, so I'm complaining an awful lot. But I'm glad to have you. Welcome. Sorry that it's the way that it is at this moment. Sometimes life is like this. I've never moved not wanting to. I'm so sorry for you. Yeah, Frida, that was literally the sentiment that I have. I've never moved not wanting to. I've only ever moved when Alex and I are like really, really wanting to move. That's the only time we've ever moved places, is because we were really wanting to not live where we lived anymore. This is the first time ever that that is not the case, and that I am going to be moving because of someone else's decisions, which is not how I like to live my life. So not going to be ideal, but there are going to be positive things. Good things are coming. Good things have to be coming, because there literally can't be any more bad things coming. I literally had to kill one of my pets last week. Like, there is no, and not, I had to bring to a vet to get put down. I had to do it myself a week ago, not even a week, a few days ago on Friday. So like, I am over it. I am over the way the world is right now. It's got to get better. It just has to. There is no more places it can go. That's all. Oh, hello. This is my first time to your stream. Welcome. I hope that this is not the way that it will always be. I'm not usually the most negative of Nellies. I'm not a negative Nelly. I feel hopeful. I'm just also, like, super overwhelmed. So sorry that the stream may have a bit of a sarcastic, dark vibe right now. It's not my usual personality, I wouldn't say. I don't know that that's true. It might be my usual personality. But you know what I mean. Kelly, I've been on the drive before. I hate it. Kelly, what drive? Oh, Kelly, I've been on that drive before. What drive? Here. Oh, I'm moving tomorrow. Going back home to Indiana. 21-hour drive with my 2 doggies and one hates the car. Oh, God. Well, that does suck a lot, actually. Thunder's really good about driving. He just falls asleep. That's one benefit of having a very small dog. We said if we hadn't adopted him, his best bet would have been to be adopted by a truck driver, because Thunder could just sleep for like 12 hours. He would just sleep in the car. Mary Grace also, she has a dog in her sweater. Yes, in case you just showed up, I currently have a small dog in my sweater. But he just decided to hide his face because it's warm and cozy inside the sweater, and he doesn't think that you guys need to see his face. Thunder? Thunder? Thunder, where are you? Oh, Thunder. Thunder, where are you, Thunder? My little list of doggos. Senor? There he is. Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Beans. At least here on YouTube. Okay, back. I found a poncho and a bunch of how you wear a sling, but not a tutorial on how to crochet one. At least here on YouTube. Well, there you go. There's an open market for it. Oh, that's tough. Millicent sits and whines when I drive too slow for as long as the drive is. Really? Thunder will do this. This is what Thunder does. He just sits in my sweater and sleeps. You're a very good driver. Can I have a kiss? Can I? No. Dog, yes. I'm excited to go home, but I dread the drive. I've been here taking care of my mom for the past 1.5 years, but she's cancer-free now. That's awesome. That's great, Kelly. I'm glad that she's cancer-free. I'm sorry that it took 1.5 years, but I'm glad she's doing better. So much so that you can go home. So that's good. Okay, here we go. She's done 4 hours, then played with her 6 siblings, and then 4 hours back. Sitting up, alert, and whining. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, Thunder has done 18 hours with no problem. Like, Nova Scotia, no problem for Thunder. We literally, like, we stopped when we had to go pee, and he would just go pee. Like, he was super content with being a road dog. That's what you are, right, Thunder? You're a road dog. Oh, imagine Thunder as a little biker. Thunder, you could be a little motorcycle gang guy, all with little sunglasses. Kira gets very stressed. Mary Grace, I am very sorry for you. I am sorry for all of you that have dogs that do not like driving. I am blessed to have a tiny Chihuahua who would be just as happy if we lived in a van. As long as I'm there and not leaving often, Thunder's fine. Totally fine. Really miss my kids and grandchildren. Oh my gosh, so your mom is an older lady and made it through. That's awesome. I can't tell how old you guys are just by, you know what I mean? By your usernames and stuff, so when you just say like you were helping your mom, I just assume you're all my age. But if you've got kids and grandkids and your mom made it through all of that, that's awesome. Now I'm singing that Lana Del Rey song in my head. Don't let me down. I've been gone for so long. You know, the one where it goes, that's just how the road dogs do it. because I was thinking of Thunder as our little road dog. Okay, that one's good too. That's the old pattern. That seems smaller than the other one though. Like than the pattern I made before. Thunder Beans, I need to adjust you. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Get up. All the way. Get your little toes up. Both little sets of toes. Oh, cute. Teeny tiny. We're training her, stopping the car when she whines and starting and stopping and starting and stopping. It's working. Also the best and most expensive dog treats. Sorry, I'm trying to get Thunder's feet up high enough. He keeps putting them down though. Just hold your feet up high. This one too. Put both feet up high. I'll hold them. There. Very cute. V for sure. I love to sing. That's great. On your drive, just make sure to put on some really good music you like to sing to. It'll pass the time faster. It'll also help chill out the dogs if you're chilling, you know? Oh yeah, totally, V. Don't forget to like the video, everybody. I haven't even looked. Are there people here? Have we been doing well with the... How many people are here? 20 people. Hi, everyone. Nice to see you all. Welcome. Yeah, don't forget to like the video. Mine used to, hence the Dramamine. Yeah, the Dramamine for the doggos, right? My poor baby. He doesn't need any of that. He just needs one French fry if we ever stop for fast food. But not 2 French fries or he will throw up. That's only happened one time, but it was enough times. 26 at some point. Oh, wow. Well, I can't see it because it's like below where my visibility is. I feel like I want to work on learning these double pointed needles, but I also don't, you know? You ever feel that way? Like you want to learn how to use double pointed needles, but you also really don't? Or just me? For those of you who showed up later, look what I made yesterday. I made this shirt. Isn't it cute? Dad is cooking tamales and the whole house smells great. Getting hungry now. Oh, hot tamales. Do you have 4 or 5? I have 5. 5 of them. Hello there. Good morning. Anyway, I made this out of the fabric that I hammered flowers onto and leaves. So I've got now a little tank top, crop top type thing with bound? What are you going to make using the DPNs? No idea. I don't know. I just was talking last time about how the one with the cord is difficult for me to use. Can you come out of here now? You're like making me overheat, my dude. He's like, no thanks. Come on out. Hello, the rain has stopped. No need to be afraid anymore. There's no more thunder. You're safe now. Here, you can come into this little zone. Ugh. I just want to keep crocheting little items. What else could I crochet for practicing for a video tutorial? A little baby hat. I could do a little baby hat. Is that the pattern for the top of your dresses? No. It is just, I got a dress that I like one of my t-shirt dresses. It's a purchased one. And I just laid it out and then like drew the neckline. Because my dresses are all fitted and I didn't want to have a zipper in the shirt. Stuffed doggy bone for playing fetch. Does it look like this dog plays fetch? This dog doesn't even play with toys. Oh, so sweet. He is sweet though, but he will not play with toys or play fetch. It's so fun to see Peekaboo play with stuff. But no, he doesn't play with anything. I could do another pair of wrist hand warmer things. Homemade too, delicious. Soap dishes and washcloths. Washcloths are always good. Everyone loves a good washcloth. I could practice my waffle stitch. This dog just eats, sleeps, and loves. Yep. He definitely eats and sleeps. Very... Look at this. Very little, very little stress in his little brain. You have such a small brain. There's only room to be afraid or in love. That's all. He only has two emotions, fear and love. Hey? Love the dog arm. Look at when the ear goes back. Oh god, I can't. He's so cute. Love the dog arm, yeah. Little turd hands. You're so cute. Oh, his little feet are warm. Okay, anyway. Yep, that pup looks comfy. Let's move this so you guys can see him more clearly. Sorry about the sound when I move the mic. I know it gets a little louder than it should. There we go. Our house smells like applesauce and apple pie because of the spices my mom put in her oatmeal. And this afternoon, it'll smell like sausage and peppers in the crock pot. I'm wondering if I should cook today. We still have leftover sushi, so I might not cook today, but if I cook today, I might make a chicken. Yummy, but I like Mexican and Honduran. My ex-mother-in-law taught me how to make the Honduran tamales. What's the difference? In the spices, I mean. Not what's the difference between Mexican and Honduran, I understand. But what's the difference between Mexican and a Honduran tamales? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try making a waffle stitch again, see if I can still do it. I would really like some sausages and peppers in my crock pot. I could do with sausages and peppers. Pepper and onions, like quartered onions. Put a quartered onion in there too. What do I have that I could cook today? I could do pierogies. I could do ravioli. I could do a chicken. I mean, without going out for any food or grocery items. We got it as close as we can without a recipe, and the only problem we have is the meat. Huge difference in food, completely different taste. So what's like the main spice different? Is there a different meat used, or is it a completely different spice blend? Tamales are the ones wrapped in something green, aren't they? Am I wrong? Because there's the ones that are wrapped in like a pancake or something, and then there's the ones that are wrapped in like a grape leaf or a corn leaf. Can you tell I don't eat them that often? Obviously. Misa sticks bad to the husks. Corn. There we go. See? Took me a minute. What's the ones where it's like a pancake or something wrapped around it? Toast. Nope. There's another one in my head. Words are hard. I want ice cream. Aren't you supposed to get ice cream when you have a fever? Yeah, that checks out, Frida. I'm pretty sure you should let Ola know that he needs to go pick up ice cream. For your health. I'm crying because of that dog. He's so cute. Is he not the cutest? I know. Snackarilla, he is, and he's literally always like this. And if I put him on the ground right now, he would sit underneath me and cry. Because, no, he wouldn't. It depends. If I had food, he absolutely would. A taquito, thank you. I knew but they both have sauce on them, which I don't love. I love sauce, but when it looks like something that's supposed to be picked up, and then it has sauce on it, so you're not supposed to pick it up, like a cannelloni. Words are hard. Enchiladas, that's what I meant. I didn't mean a taquito, I meant enchiladas. Taquitos are the ones that are fried. Enchiladas are with tortillas, which makes me feel like you're supposed to pick them up, but then they're covered in sauce, which means you're not supposed to pick them up. You're supposed to eat them with a fork, but they feel like they should be picked up because they're made with tortillas, which are usually on things that I pick up. You know what I'm saying? Chimichangas. Chimichangas, don't they have green sauce. My mom makes really good salsa verde because she grows an obscene amount of tomatillos, and at this time of year there's a lot of green tomatoes, so she has an obscene amount of tomatillos and green tomatoes, so she does a green tomato, tomatillo, and jalapeno salsa verde. They do that with burritos at one of the local places. Like, this is street food, why the sauce on top? What am I supposed to do? What do you want from me? That's how I feel. I make the chicken cheese enchiladas. They are to die for. Chicken and cheese in... Come on. What could you put chicken and cheese on that isn't going to turn out really tasty, though? No baby stealings in this stream. Exactly, Dawn. This is my baby, Snackarilla. This is like, he's literally, like, done for the day. There was a thunderstorm for 5 minutes, and it knocked all of his energy out of him. He's like, I already pooped today. I am not waking up until dinner time. But for real, if you put cheese and chicken in almost anything, I'm gonna eat it. So, there's that. Alright, I'm practicing my waffle stitch. If you were wondering what I was doing, that's what I'm planning on doing right now, is practicing my waffle stitch. Because I have nothing else that I have in my head to do right now, so that's what we're gonna do. So we'll do forward, and then regular, and regular. I got this. Ooh, cheese, chicken, and bacon. My sternum keeps cracking. Is it because you're going, when you look at thunder? Because that would make, that's the only thing I can think of. Why would your sternum be cracking? I just watched a guy directing a crocodile, but I won't eat meat. I watched a guy directing a crocodile. Dissecting a crocodile, right? Not directing a crocodile. But I won't eat meat. You'll watch the dissection of a crocodile, but you won't eat meat. I would eat crocodile. I wonder what dinosaur tastes like. Snackarilla, you'll fit in fine here. We love our fur babies and pets. Any pets, true. Fur babies and non-fur babies alike. If you have babies that don't have fur, but you still love them, you're also welcome here. I used to have 2 bearded dragons, Charlie and Eleanor. Charles Herbert Mead and Eleanor. Frida, it's apparently because of anxiety. Oh, great. Oh, because you've been clenching your abs too much, or your, what's that thing called? Diaphragm. You know? But, that doesn't sound good, a cracking sternum. I know gator is good, tastes like chicken. Because you wrote gator, I had to do it in a southern accent. I've heard that it tastes like chicken, which makes sense because chickens are also dinosaurs. So that makes sense to me that it would taste like chicken. Alright, so I think I remember how to do the waffle stitch. We're gonna find out. I stretch, and honestly, it feels so good. Right? Whenever... Do you hear that? Wait. Nope, they're already cracked. What do you think about Vinny as the name? For a doggy? Little Vinny? I think Vinny's a cute name. Is it back post or just regular? I think it's supposed to be back post. Oh my god, my uterus hurts so bad right now. It does. My mom had it when my parents lived in Florida. It tastes like chicken. Oh, Frida, I'm fine. I woke up anxious a couple hours ago and now it's from that. I'm okay now. Well, I'm glad you're okay now. And Vinny sounds like a cute name. Little Vinny. Then you can call him Vin when he's like your bud. Instead, I live in Florida. Well, that would be a way that you would have access to alligator to eat. It's not really something we have access to here. Maybe if you go to a specialty butcher, you could get like alligator jerky. Like you can get kangaroo jerky. Oh my god. You can. Sorry, he just stretched his neck out, and I'm literally dead. Look at how comfortable he looks, like a bear. Oh, did you hear that? Car sliding down my street. Anyway, you can get kangaroo jerky and like various animal jerky here, but you can't really get fresh animals from other places like gator. But I'm sure you could get gator jerky. A little bit of gator jerky, please. Sorry, I'm also counting in my head while I'm talking to you, so it makes me less intelligent. He does look like a bear. Oh, sorry, I just poked him with my hook. You look like a little sleepy bear. I feel like to get the full... He looks like a bear rug. You know what I mean? You look like a bearskin rug. I want to just like tuck his little toes in here, but it's gonna fall out because he's chunky. Anyway, my dog, very cute. Hi, Steve from New Zealand. Welcome, Steve from New Zealand. I'm Laura from Ontario. I did that one. Then there's going to be these three. Sorry, I'm also looking at stitches. But welcome. We are in all different parts of the world, but I'm in Southern Ontario. And I can't stop looking at my chunky little dog. No wild jerky. Why no wild jerky? Why not? I mean, like, I don't typically have jerky in my repertoire of foods here, but why no wild jerky? Is it because you don't know what that gator ate? You don't want gator that ate people. No people eating gators, please. I'm in Finland. Oh, welcome from Finland. Welcome. Nope. Just welcome. Here comes the Finnish person. Hello, Finn. Welcome. Anybody else know that? I sing that all day. Like, Alex will come into a room and I'll go, here comes the boy. Hello, boy. I think parasites, possibly? Oh, I'm representing Europe. Sweden here. Where's everybody else from? Why don't we do a little intro? Hi, I'm Laura. I'm from Southern Ontario. I stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, usually from 8 a.m. until around 10 a.m. But for today and every Monday, honestly, moving forward, because we have doctor's appointments, it's going to be from 10 something. Sid, yeah, same. I say it whenever I see thunder, and I use the other versions whenever I see peekaboo. I just changed the whatever the thing is instead of boy. I just changed it to whatever animal. Hi, I'm Helen, and I'm from the UK. Hi, Helen. Welcome from the UK. Welcome back, I should say. I've seen you here before. So welcome back. Also, as you guys are introducing yourselves, maybe take a second and click the like button if you don't mind. If you haven't clicked the like button yet, I'd appreciate it. Hello, Dawn from Utah. Welcome. And parasites possibly, huh, Slinky? I wonder if that's... I mean, I guess jerky is like smoked, right? Jerky's not like cooked. He's like fully snoring. I just heard like a real snore. But jerky's not like cooked, is it? It's like smoked. Which is still cured, but not... Is it hot enough to kill parasites? I don't know. Man, I'm down the road from Laura, so to speak. Hello, Candace, and welcome from down the road. Snackarilla moi. I'm Val, and I'm from New Jersey. Hey, Valerie, welcome from New Jersey. Welcome from New Jersey sounds like I'm from New Jersey, but I mean like welcome to you from here, don't worry about me, friends. I'm fine. Everything's gonna be fine. The way that my brain works, it's fine. Don't worry about it. There, did you hear that snore? can't handle it. His little snoring noises are so cute. I'm just down the Trans-Canada Highway 1 and 2. UK, what part of the UK? It's like me saying US, right? Oh, where in the UK are you? I also. Okay, so now we're gonna do, well, that doesn't seem right. You know what? Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going and not do a waffle stitch, but rather just do a Laura's making it up stitch. I'm Kelly. I'm from Indiana. Grew up at the Lake V from Indiana. Grew up at a lake about 20 minutes from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Now going home to Muncie, though I want to move back to the lake. And okay, I'm in the middle of the West Midlands, not far from Birmingham. I lived in Basingstoke. Can you hear this dog snoring? Because it literally is one of my favorite sounds, the sound of a dog snoring. It's just such a good sound. Because he's so comfy that his little fat neck is getting in the way of his air breathing. Like, are you kidding me? Look at this little carpet bear. Sorry, I can't. I just can't. Essentially. Speaking of snoring, the new person in the apartment upstairs snores so loud he kept me awake. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that, if they're in a whole floor above you and you can hear them snoring. Like, I remember we had a neighbor that would scream when we lived in this apartment building in Ottawa. We had this neighbor that they had mental health problems and they would scream bloody murder as though they were being actually murdered, and every time that the police went there, they would think that the police were there to kill them violently, and it was just a very difficult thing because after the police had been there like 4 times, the police were like, okay, well, they're not in danger. And I'm like, but they're screaming like they are in danger. And they would drop something heavy, like either like a weight, like a weightlifting weight, or a bowling ball or something. And Alex and I eventually moved because they couldn't make that person move because they had mental health problems and they had nowhere else to live and they had no one to take care of them. So they had to live there, which fine. But they screamed. She would scream at, like, and I'm not talking like yelling, I'm talking blood curdling scream. Like not like yelling at someone to get their attention, screaming like someone is coming at you. And we would think that they were being murdered to death by something or someone, and it never was the case. It was literally like no one was there. And she would be screaming things that would make you think someone was coming after her. So we would call the police, and the police would come, and they would each time find that there was no one there. But you can't not call, because each time that they would be screaming, she would be screaming like, oh God, like, please no, like, get away from me, like, don't hurt, like, awful things, like, to make you would really believe something was happening that was bad. Plus there would be this heavy banging noise, like a bowling ball being picked up and dropped repeatedly. And they couldn't ever find the source of the bowling ball being picked up and dropped. That's what it sounded like to me. Anyway, we ended up moving. Fun story. That was such a crazy time. There was a point at which when we first were calling the police because we thought they were in danger. And then once we understood they weren't in danger, we would call bylaw. Like, what do we do then? Because they're like, it's 5 a.m. and they're just screaming bloody murder. And they'd go, well, we have it on file that's just like someone with a mental illness and we can't like kick them out or anything. And I was like, well, I don't want them kicked out. I want them to have help. Like, this person needs help. I had a couple that I thought he was beating her. That's what I thought. I was like 19, 20 calls to police, found out it was okay. It was the sex noise. Thunder looks like he's in heaven. I think that he is. He's on my lap, which is his best place. He's wrapped in my sweater, and he's not being asked to do anything at all. So that seems like he is in his happy place. I would agree. I have a very good friend from Finland. She does not speak Swedish. Very interesting. Good thing that you speak English, Frida. That makes it useful. Unless you also speak Finnish. Finnish. Is that correct? Finnish? Why do we not have our own language in Canada? Why do we speak English? Wouldn't it be fun to have a Canadian as a fun language? I know, don't tell me, I know. But honestly, wouldn't it be fun if we had our own, like, dialect of English? Like Afrikaans. They have, like, their own version of Dutch mixed with a whole bunch of other stuff. That'd be cool if we had a Canadian version. Patternista. I love Scotland. Ugh. Oh, sorry, I needed a oh, baby, why are you going in there? He's finished. I've got to go, but it was nice hanging out. Everyone have a lovely day. And you too as well, Valerie. Have a good rest of your day. Sorry, my dog is very cute. I lived in a duplex years ago, and my neighbor was, and no one found him for days. Okay. That's awkward. And by awkward, I mean a horror story. His dog ate his face. No thank you. Thunder, you better not eat my face ever. Yuck, that's terrible. Is there a native language you've ever wanted to learn, Laura? I want to learn Abenaki. I don't know. I guess when I was in Ottawa, there were a lot of people who were Inuit people who would come down from Pond Inlet in, like, northern Canada, and they would come down to Ottawa for, like, a portion of the winter when it, like, was very inhospitable up there. And Inuktitut sounds very interesting. I have no knowledge of the language at all, but Inuktitut, wow. The Inuit language. Sounds interesting. Look at the dog. Yes, I know. He's over it. I'd like to learn Algonquin. That's a branch of the indigenous language used here. I feel like I would like to learn about a lot more of the indigenous languages here, but the language the Inuit people use is very interesting sounding. Like, I like the sounds that it sounds pretty. Do you know what I mean? Like, some languages just have a nice sound to them. Like, that's what I think about Afrikaans, too. I hear it, and I'm just like, I just wish I understood because it sounds so pretty to me. I have a friend in Minnesota who is learning Crow. That's cool. I don't know all of the languages, obviously. I'm not very educated in all of the things. Like Finnish, it's beautiful. Is Finnish beautiful? I can't think of what Finnish sounds like. I think Swedish sounds like kind, like fun, like kind people. Like, whenever I hear, like, people speaking Swedish, I follow several. Okay, you're literally falling off of me because you're going to sleep. You need to hold your body. Here. Put your little arms. Hold your little self up. There. Ugh, there we go. I'd learn on my own, but I think that's wrong. Feels like I'm peering into their world without permission. The only thing colonizers can't get to their language. I'd want to be entrusted with it. Oh, that's fair. Don't belittle your education, Laura. Well, my education is, thank you. My education is just not in that. So I'm not educated in that. I get that a lot. Finnish is totally different, not from the same language branch. Oh, okay. Just a different sound then. I feel like I want to look up what Finnish sounds like now. From what language branch is... Do you know that information? Snackarilla. I'm fluent in Finnish, Swedish, and English, and I'm learning Japanese. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of languages. I speak English, and I comprehend French, and I comprehend basic Russian. Like, basic Russian. Not like high quality Russian. Like I can understand what Alex's parents are talking about. That's pretty much where I'm at. Swedish is a Germanic language, thank you. And what about Finnish? My dad speaks Lithuanian because his parents were Lithuanian, but I didn't learn Lithuanian. I only know the swear words. Snackerilla, then we can move to Asia and be neighbors there too. That'd be funny. Snack, that is cool. Definitely cool to know a lot of languages, that's for sure. My older sister speaks a lot of languages. Okay, so I'm making a washcloth. That's what's happening now. Oh my god, why? Who did this to you? Who made you this way? When did you get so cute? Look at... He's just so tired. That makes so much sense. I speak a bit of Dutch and Swedish, and they're similar, fluent in French and English. Well, you're in New Brunswick, where you have to be fluent in French because it's the only bilingual province. Fun fact, even though Canada is bilingual on paper, really only New Brunswick is bilingual. Everybody else speaks English except Quebec, who speaks French. So it's Quebec is French, everybody else is English, New Brunswick is French and English. Fringlish. I could teach you a word in Finnish. Ooh. Please do. Teach me, like, dog, or tea, or yarn. Or, I don't know. Those were just the first few words that came to mind. Yeah, I had to quit Dutch because it was too close to German and I would get confused learning both at the same time. Makes sense, having them be too close. I was literally taught that I wouldn't get a job here without French. That's not true at all. Yeah, that's what people said about living in Ottawa, so I got better at French. But in a lot of places, you won't get the job unless you're fluent in French, even though the fluency in French is not something that affects your ability to maintain the job. Just the interview process, you won't get through it without the French. Dutch is similar until there comes a word that's totally different. There you go. I also like how German sounds. Here's what I'm doing. This is what's happening. Can you see? It's just like a largely ribbed dishcloth. Laura, are you a lefty or you just hold the crochet hook in your left? The camera's actually flipped. I'm holding the crochet hook in my right hand, but I am also left-handed. So I hope that answers your question. This is my right hand. The camera's flipped so that it's easier for me to point at things, because when the camera is flipped the correct way, then when I lift this hand, it's lifted up on this side of my viewfinder, and then I'm confused about where I'm pointing to. So I had to flip it. I would have a really hard time and feel incompetent without it in my day-to-day, but it's only required for government, like the rest of Canada, I believe. Oh, good to know. Well, it was required for me to get a job at a phone store to sell phones. To sell cell phones. Wow, that's confusing to me. Yep. Love your headband, by the way. Oh, thank you. I made it. It's a piece of fabric that I dyed blue with blue Concord grapes. And then I sewed it into a little headband and tied it on my head. The end. Doesn't really get a tutorial because it's just like a band. I want to eat more sushi now. Hey, Alex. Yeah. Any chance I could get you to get me more tea? Thank you. My hero. Get yourself a man who makes you tea upon request. On any given day. That's true love right there. I love how purple that dye job came out. Yeah, it is pretty purple, but when you look at it next to purple, it's blue. It's just when you look at it next to blue, it's purple. But yes, I also like the color that it came out. Oh my god, my feet are falling asleep. Ugh, my poor baby. Oh, he had to move. He had to be moved out of the way. So hard to be you. Our drives or drive away to get you. Hold on. Or drives away to get you an ice cream cone. Yes, that's true love. Exactly. Totally. I went to a very multilingual art school. I went to a very multilingual university because it was in Ottawa, so there were tons of people from all over the world there. The University of Ottawa has a lot of people come to it. I just saw the title. I'm so sorry about the chickens. Thank you, Maya. Yeah, it was very, very awful and violent and gory, and I would never wish it on anyone, especially not people who think of their chickens as pets, because it was not a fun afternoon for us, and it was very hard to handle. But in better outcomes, it made me have a full breakdown, which is good because I had been holding in all of my emotions from all of the other hard stuff that we've been going through, and I had a full meltdown about everything where I just hard cried about everything. I cried about our wedding getting canceled, I cried about our house getting sold, I cried about having to move, I cried about our chicken that had died several days earlier, I cried about the chickens that were all literally massacred. I cried. I had a big, huge cry. And it was very therapeutic to cry my eyes out. Like, I cried until there were no crying left to cry. And I cried heavy, breathing, sobbing, gasping tears. And it was very good. Sometimes, exactly, Maya, sometimes a good cry is what you need. And honestly, I knew I needed a good cry, but I couldn't make it come out for anything. And then this happened, and that's what pushed me over the edge to be able to cry. And now I'm able to cry again, as you saw when I was talking about the story about how we found the chickens. Tears are coming again, which is something that's very good to me because it means that the depression is waning. Because for me, depression comes in the form of total numbness to my feelings. And that means I'm also no longer in, I won't call it like shock, because that makes it sound like dramatic, but like, I'll call it shock and just know that I mean like a less dramatic version of shock. I'm no longer in shock about all the shitstorm that my life has been for the last little while. I'm able to be upset about it and handle it. So, yes, it was awful, but I needed to cry, and I was able to cry. So I'm looking at the positive in that very small window of light. We had a very famous, the Tiny Art Jewelry World professor, so in the Tiny Art Jewelry World. So people from all over the world went to study with him, and they take 8 people for the bachelor and 8 people for the master's a year. Wow, that's crazy. I feel like people look down at crying, but it's really necessary sometimes. I don't look down at crying. I literally need to cry to express my emotions. I am a crier. If I'm unable to get my tears to actually happen, like if I'm unable to cry when I'm feeling stuff, that's not good. That's not a good situation for me. I need to be able to cry it out when I feel it, or else it's getting locked up and then it's going to come out at a very inconvenient time, in a very inconvenient way. Knowing French makes me want to know every language so I can instantly switch to what the person is comfortable with. They open up like a book. You can always express yourself best and naturally. It's true that it is really nice when you can speak the language that somebody else is speaking, because like when I could switch to French in Ottawa, it's like their demeanor changed completely. They're like, oh god, I can speak how I want to speak, totally. Versus when they were like forcing English, it was like hard to navigate words, and it would be like more frustrating, the experience, as for them, I mean. Versus when I could switch into French, the experience became like way better. Yeah, crying is important for our health overall. Definitely. Get all of those adrenalines out of there, or whatever, the cortisol. Get the cortisols out. We don't want cortisol, right? That's the bad one. Makes you die earlier, I think. Sometimes a good cry is, yes, totally. But thank you, Maya, for your kind words about the chickens. I do appreciate that. It was very hard, and I had to put down one of my favorite chickens, which was not easy. But anyway, crying's important for our health overall. I would wholeheartedly agree with that sentiment. This might be a cool idea for the cuff for a sleeve, actually. This repeat. One sec, let me show you what it looks like, and then you guys could see what I mean. Like, wouldn't that be like a nice chunky cuff? Like with the spaced out rib, do you see? Trying to make it so that you can see the lines, but it's like the light is making it hard. There, that's kind of visible, right? Anyway, you can see the lines. I just drank water from one of those IKEA plastic bowls. Why? And I have to go. Thank you for the chat hugs to you all. Bye, Kelly. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming. I'm very happy that I feel totally confident in English. I'm not saying I get it right all the time, but I don't mind that. That's awesome. Yeah, it is good to feel totally confident in any language, but it's good that you can feel confident in the one that we're all talking in right now. That's useful. Useful for me too. And also, the back is like flat, and then the front has you can see the rib from the side. It's kind of cute. Be a nice face cloth or dishcloth or cloth, whatever. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Be nice. Thank you. Hey, I read that Estonia is the closest language to Finnish. Oh, is Estonian like Lithuanian? Because they're next to each other. Right? Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, aren't those all neighbors, country-wise? Lithuanian is the oldest living language. So there's your fun fact for your Fun Fact Monday. My dad is Lithuanian, and Lithuanian is the oldest living language. Obviously there's older languages, but not that are in use anymore. Like Greek. No, not like Greek, like Latin. Greek is still a language, Laura. Candace, I love your profile pic. Right? Pretty wolf. They are next to each other, yes. There we go. And Belarus is in there somewhere too. Yeah, Estonia is very similar to Finnish. Interesting. I don't have any clean glasses or mugs, and I'm too lazy to wash the dishes. I can relate to that. Although I always have a water glass that is ready, because I like it. Hulung is making me want to learn Old Norse really mad. Old Norse? Is that a living language, or is it a language they're bringing back to life in their music? So is that cotton or acrylic? It's acrylic, but we're just going to pretend, Candace, that it's cotton, okay? We're just all going to pretend that it's cotton because we're already this far into the project, and it's acrylic. Hi, Alex.
Hello.
A bunch of people say happy early birthday.
Thank you.
Alex says thank you. Stackarilla. Just make it a really wide cuff. You mean I should stop now and have it be a cuff? Do I have enough to make two? Because I could make the cuffs for a sweater. Happy pre-birthday, Alex. More happy birthdays, Alex.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you so much, everybody, from Alex. It could just be a cuff. I could stop. Ooh, I hear the Blue Jays are out. Must be a hawk out there. Anyway, I don't know. I got nothing else. I don't have anything to talk about ever, let's be honest, but I don't have anything in my head right now to bring up. I'm really, really hot. That means the fever's going down, right? Yes. If you're cold, you're sick. If you're hot, the fever's breaking. I don't know. Yeah, because think about it in the movies. It's always when they're like, the fever's break. Yeah, totally. You're doing better. If finally stopped raining here. Same, it's not raining here now either. But it's still cloudy. Yeah, totally. You're on the right direction. Snackarilla. Alex, I don't know you and you don't know me, but happy early birthday. Snackarilla says happy birthday too. The whole usual gang says happy birthday though. He can't hear me because the water is boiling because he's making me tea. Alex has a not very good peripheral hearing. If he's not in the room with you, it's very difficult for him to hear what you're talking about. I hate that there's so many dead or dying languages of native or indigenous languages, like the Native American Navajo were code talkers in World War II. It's dying out. Yeah, well, if there's no investment in the languages, it's going to be hard to keep them around, you know? I think the Canadian government is investing money in funding some project with Indigenous folks to try and help save certain languages. Woo, no pious fever yet. Okay, well, then never mind. You're just... Never mind. Words are hard. Okay, let's just make a second one of these then. But I didn't count how many stitches I did. Nope, I'm gonna keep going and just make a hat or something because I didn't count my stitch numbers. So we can't do that, sorry. Plus, I don't want an acrylic sweater right now. It's not where I'm at. Highest fever yet, yikes. Well, I don't know how do you fix a fever? Take some ibuprofen. Or get in an ice bath. After years of investing in banishing them. Thanks, Canada. Yeah, thanks, Canada. Doing well. Thanks, federal government. At least they're admitting that they did all the bad things now, sort of. At least the general public is unable to deny that the bad things happened. That's more like it. It's like everybody knew it was happening and that it happened, but didn't want to admit that it was happening while they were alive. Like, I think of, like, my grandparents' generation, and they're like, no, residential schools were for helping. Okay, no, they literally weren't. They literally weren't. The idea that it was for a good reason is just, that's not true. It wasn't. Ice cream is on the way. That'll help, Frida. That'll bring your temperature down. Oh my god, go sleep or something. Go sleep or something. That'll, like, does sleep fix a fever? I mean, sleep helps you when you're sick because your body is able to concentrate on getting better instead of concentrating on being conscious, right? So maybe. It only took the whole world calling us out. Yep, it literally only took the whole world being like, I thought Canada was like that soft, fluffy place where nice people live. No, Canada is just America, but a bit more north. Sorry. I mean, I love Canada, and I do love being Canadian, and I love a lot of things about Canada, but, like, there are a lot of issues that people don't want to believe in with Canada. What do you usually use to make a sweater? I like using wool. Like, the sweater I'm wearing right now is wool. I do like a good wool sweater. Thank you very much. But I'm so bored. Had ibuprofen. I have no idea how long ago. Well, if you don't know how long ago, it's probably good to have another one. Thank you. I don't know if that's actually good advice, though, so maybe don't. Wait till Ola comes back. He'll know when you had your last one. Hold on. I love the snackerilla. Oh my god, Frida, go sleep or something. Such good advice. Or something. Anything. Just do something. I wish I could do wool. I just remember way back in the day I had a pair of wool pants and holy itchy. I love my wool sweaters very much. I just don't like how acrylic feels when I'm working with it. It feels plasticky on my fingers, and I don't like it. So I wouldn't be able to do a full sweater out of acrylic because I wouldn't like using it. Or is that a different yarn type? Maya, how do you keep it from matting when you wash it? I honestly don't know, because these things go in the dryer. I know you're not supposed to put wool in the dryer, but I definitely do that. Put wool in the dryer. So I'm not a good person to ask about keeping wool safe and doing the right thing. I think I want to get into cotton blends maybe. They can be real soft. That's true. Pets are so intuitive. I think so. They know when you need a good cuddle, I think. And hold on. I thought about that yesterday. They say we're nice, but the USA sets the bar pretty low. Sad but true. Does anybody here truly block their stuff after Easter? No, no, just the first time. I'm not gonna block it again. I thought it was just the one time. Millicent licked me in the face and lied down next to me. Aww. I swear I get a dream of being in the womb whenever I have a fever. That sounds terrifying. Currently cuddling my cat. Yeah, they know when you need them. Look at this little dude. I need a Millicent cuddle. Call her over. Millicent looked me in the face and lied down. Thunder is just... He's actually the one that needs the cuddles more than I need them, you know? He needs to be... Look at this neck fat. This is not just hair. This is like flesh. Look at this little dinosaur back. Why are you so chunky for? What made you so chunky? It was me. I made him so chunky. Candace said I need a Millicent cuddle. I thought it was Frida that said that, so I was like, call your dog. Hello. She would love you, Candace. I think that's probably true, and I think that Thunder doesn't love anyone, unfortunately. He's barely even polite to anyone else. He's nice to my two sisters because he's had to be watched by them before, but he doesn't... He, like, yelps if somebody else tries to pick him up, like, as if he's hurt. And they're like, oh, no, I'm sorry. And I'm like, it's a scam. It's all a scam. Thunder is not in any danger or pain. He's just a scam artist. If you have food, suddenly the scam changes, and now he's your bestest of buddies. Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
Could I possibly have a couple more pieces of sushi, too? Thanks. Millicent loves friendly, kind humans, preferably females. Well, Thunder will prefer anyone that is me, only me. And if I'm not here, only Alex. But if I'm here, sorry, Alex. He gets very little weight in the conversation if I'm around. Alex will be like telling him to come outside, and Thunder will just like look at me. It's like, is that correct, mother? Should I? My sister's dog is very small, like even for a Chihuahua. I would like a very small Chihuahua. I have a very big Chihuahua. I mean, he's not a big dog. He's like 6 pounds, but I mean, like he's a chunky boy. Bye, Helen. I'm gonna go. I need to sort some food out. I keep missing these lives. We'll have to keep a lookout. Bye, all. Well, Helen, I'll be back on Wednesday, so if you're free on Wednesday, I'll see you then. I tried to straighten Thunder's coat, and he barked at me. The nerve. I'm a nice human. Yes, he is a very, he's a scam artist. If you had food in your hand, Candace, not a bark to be had, for sure. Other dogs, not so much. Do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at those ears wake up. He was chewing something, wasn't he? Watch, when the food comes here, the attitude is going to completely shift of this dog. I love that our cat is bigger than Thunder, and she is a peanut. Thunder is like 1/3 the size of Peekaboo. I smell food. Yeah, his little ears perked up. Yeah, Peekaboo is a thick lady. We have a gray cat named Peekaboo, and she is thick, and she is about 3 times the size of Thunder. And Thunder is fat for his size right now. Like, when we took him to the vet, they were like, it's not Thunder's fault that he's eating too much. It's the people who feed Thunder whose fault it is that he's eating too much, but your dog is overweight. And I'm like, okay, he's perfect, but thank you for your input. He's not fat, he's pleasantly plump. Well, we've had a vet say on more than one occasion, it should feel like he's wearing a t-shirt, and it feels like he's wearing a Christmas sweater. A Christmas sweater. Is that what's left? Is there any others left? That's all of them?
No, not all of them. There are 5 left.
Can you switch me out some of the orange ones?
No, that's about orange ones left.
Okay. Well, thank you then.
You're welcome.
They're still tasty. It's just, you know. Look at these wide eyeballs now. Am awake. Am awake. Ugh. The ears point so directly at the food. Can you hear the food? It's not for you though. Mm. Ola says 30 more minutes. We love Ola. Thank you, Ola, for letting Frida know how long she needs to be safe. Thank you for the sushi and the tea.
You're welcome.
I'm just gonna shove a few of these into my face and then I'll talk to you guys again. But I'm hungry. Ola sounds like such a calm, sweet name. Hola! Hola. Hola means hello. You don't deserve any of this, but I will give you a small piece of rice. Little fruit bat. Mm. That's how I felt yesterday. I thought, I'm sad. I want sushi. And then I said, Alex, do you want sushi for dinner? And he was like, yes. Where's the soy sauce and wasabi? The soy sauce is already on these because it's yesterday's dinner. And I don't have wasabi on them, but they have spicy mayo on them. Mm. Beautiful. Thunder ASMR. Here. I love you.
Yeah.
Come on. Is that some good stuff? Do you want this last piece of sushi?
Me?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh. Thank you.
It's one ear. Oh, is your ear flipped? You have a piece of rice stuck in there, huh? Is it delicious? That's all. There's no more. See? There's no more. That's all. Empty plate. He's like, I don't believe you. I know, right? Like a fruit bat. You look like a little fruit bat. So much better than human ASMR. That's for sure, Maya. He's like, I don't believe you. Please, more snackos. My cats do that with cheese. Thunder does that with anything because he's missing front teeth. He doesn't have any front teeth on the top. He's just a little tooth. Oh, you still have rice in there. We can see it. He has no teeth on his top of his mouth. So food gets stuck in there for him. Life is hard. Being a dog is hard. I think I want to have a Fudgio, but you can't have one, okay? Because on account of the fudge. Thank you for the tea. It's exactly what I needed. He's like, Mom, don't expose me like that. I know, right? His ears point at the food so directly, though. It's like an Oreo, but it's all chocolate, and it's better than an Oreo. Cookie for me. I was gonna just have the one, but then because you made me pick up the box, I have to have a second one. That was tea. You licked up a droplet of tea. Dumb. Sounds yummy, those are the rules. That was the other drop of tea. It was tea. You don't even drink tea. You're a dog. Look. He's very food motivated dog. You know what might be fun? Do you want to see his tricks? He's actually really smart, and since he's awake now, you want to do some treats? Some tricks for treats? Then do you want a snack? You hungry? Are you hungry? Thunder, are you hungry? Yeah, you hungry? Speak. Thunder, speak. 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 No, that's kiss. Can I have a kiss? Oh, thank you. Okay, let's do some tricks. I'm gonna go make a couple of tacos from leftovers. Delightful. Okay, I have to move this back so that you can see us on the floor, because he has to be on the floor to feel confident in his own shoes. All right. Candace, we're still using these from when you came last. Look, it's still half full. Because my little chunky boy can only have one cat treat or two at a time. Or 5. Let's be honest. I overdo it. All right. Ugh. Trying to make sure that you'll be able to see him doing it. Come here. Come here. Come here. Sit. Sit. Up. Up. No, you gotta balance, remember? Sit. 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 And up at the same. Oh my god, come here. You start with this one. Okay, ready? Are you ready for this? Bang! So close. Bang! He's so excited he can't breathe. That's what happens. He wants to eat it so bad. Bang! So close. Come here. Bang! Oh, it's such a good dead dog. Okay, now roll over. No, that's turn around. Roll over. Roll over. Good boy! Okay, roll over. Roll over. Oh, good boy! Okay, now turn around. Good boy. Can you guys see him turn around? High five. High five. This is very excited. High five. High five. Thank you. Good boy. Oh, no. A noise. Can I have your foot? Can I have the other one? No, can I have the other one? The other one? I need the other one. The other one. Can I have your foot? Other one. Thank you. My goodness. Bang. Bang. Oh, so good. He's so fat. I'm crying from the cuteness overload. I know, right? Okay, ready? Have a kiss? Oh, thank you. You're so smart. Okay. Let's do a couple more. Speak. 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 Good boy. So smart. Speak. Good boy. So smart. Speak. Speak. And now give me a kiss. Thank you. Now turn around. Good boy. Bang. Bang. Oh, so many tricks in a row. You're the smartest guy. High five. You're so smart. Okay. Sit. No, sit. lie down, sit. Good boy. We're working on sit, lie down, and sit. It's important. Sit. Lie down, lie down, lie down. Okay, clean your, no, clean your face. Clean your face. Clean your face. Clean your face. Come on, clean your face. You know it. Clean your face. Clean your face. You know part of it. Okay, how about... Come over on this side more. Come here. Come here. Sit. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Wait. Lie down. Come here. Oh my god. Okay, turn around. And bang. Oh, such a good boy. He's so smart. You're so smart. High five. Good boy. Get a kiss. Oh, thank you. Anyway, that's my really smart dog who knows all those tricks because he's so smart. That's all. It's all finished. He licked me right in the eyeball. I'm crying from the cuteness overload. Same. I think they're only 2 calories each. Yeah, but when you're only 6 pounds, 2 calories is like several calories, you know? I think it like multiply by 7 or something. Isn't that the dog rule for dog years? He's so excited. Yes, for food. For food. Thunder does the cat treat, gets the cat treats, not Pika. No, Pika gets them too. She's just not here right now. And I think they're only 2 calories each. And yet, he's gonna go get a drink of water now. But he's pretty smart, like for a very small dog. Because when we got him, we were like, he was definitely not treated as a dog. He was treated as a pet, like as like a toy. Which I understand because of the size of him, but he is not a toy, he's a dog. So, I think I got a bit better from that. Frida. Yes, it's actually, it's a partial cure for fever is dog tricks. But we taught him all that in the first summer we had him. I taught all those tricks. We've had him for like, he just turned 10 and he was 3. So we've had him for 7 years and we taught him that in the first summer and he just, like, I just refresh with him. Like, oh, no, not inside, bad dog. What are you doing? 1 sec, I have to let him outside. Outside, come on. Thunder. Outside. My baby, what are you thinking? Oh my goodness. Go on, go pee. Go pee. You little nasty boy. Go pee. Go pee. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. You little nasty boy. You little nasty dog. 1 second, guys. Okay, I'm gonna be right back in like a minute because now I have to pee and I'm going to go wash my hands at the same time because I have dog mouth on my hands. Little troublemaker. Huh? Okay, I'm back now. Mic's back on. Also, I have to take my pills. All right, so Thunder's pee is cleaned up, and I went pee. And also Thunder went pee, and then he went poop too, because he's a good boy. Thunder made an oops. Yes, he did. Well, when nature calls, you better pick up the phone if you get me. Yeah, that was my fault. I gave him snacks, got him excited, and then didn't immediately take him out to pee. Plus, he had napped for 3 hours. Like, he napped long enough that he needed it. Read the title, but didn't want to talk about it. Read the title. Hold on. I just had the most boring and pointless uni lecture. Blech. Hold on. A whack of squares I made there. Oh, the memories. What? I see a whack of squares I made there. Oh, yeah. I had the most boring, pointless lecture. Read the title, but don't want to talk about it. Oracle. Oh, I saw earlier. Very sad. Yes. Yeah, we're still on air. Imagine if I just left the camera and just like, that was all. This is what it is. Anyway, welcome back. Luckily for us, Thunder peed on a tile floor, which made it very easy to clean up right next to the carpet. Luckily, it wasn't on the carpet. And number two, he went outside and he didn't even finish a pee inside. He started and I yelled at him and he stopped and he peed outside. Did he go under there or did he go back there? Or is he underneath me? I don't see him anywhere. If you see my dog, let me know. Anyway, that was eventful, but we're back. Welcome back. If you haven't yet, please click the like button on the video because I have been here for 3.5 hours and that is a good enough reason to click a like button, I think. A thing for a personal project thingy. That sounds interesting. The lecture was about a thing for a personal project thingy. Love that for you. I also reapplied my lipstick while I was in the bathroom. I outer lined my under lip today. Can you tell? I like did lip liner, but I like outlined my lips instead of just lining the lip. I like did the outline of my lip too. I'm like kind of here for it. Not gonna lie. Gonna lay down and watch the video. It's very entertaining. So much so that you can't even sit up to watch. I'm just joking. But okay, what else can we talk about? Because I'm still here. What else is there? What's left? I have tea and sushi, so I'm back to being comfortable. And I had food, so I'm happy. My dog, I heard dog mouth noise. Oh, there he is. Dog mouth noises. Laura, I'm poorly. I love the word poorly, by the way. Sorry, Oracle, that you're not feeling well. But also, I think that instead of saying, like, I'm not feeling well, I'm feeling poorly. Love that. It sounds so much better. Gonna put a frozen pizza in the oven, as you should. Eating a frozen pizza without putting it in the oven would be very weird. Oh, I have frozen pizza, too. Sorry, we're moving now, so, well, not now. We're moving in November, but now I'm going through my freezer and trying to use up, like, all of the frozen fruit and vegetables because you don't need to move with frozen fruit and vegetables. I was gonna picnic today, but too wet, so canceled. Yep, that's fair. But anyway, yeah, we're trying to go through all of the frozen food in the freezer, so, I have a frozen pizza. I think I have like 2 or 3 frozen pizzas in the freezer, actually.
Laura, can you mute the phone for my cursor?
Yep. Okay. I have frozen shrimps in my freezer too for some reason. Frida, this plague be cruel. I know, right? Although, wait, do you have the plague? Are you plagued? The chat has been listening to my fever ramblings. Frida, story of my life, except I don't have the excuse of a fever. Frozen shrimp is also delightful. And if I had frozen shrimp in the freezer, I would eat it. And I don't think I do. But at least there's sushi, which has shrimp in it. He was on a lunch break and I needed attention. I had ramen earlier with my boyfriend. It was a quick visit to see him in town with ramen. Ramen does heal, honestly. It's such a big bowl when you go to a ramen place. Read up. Cake? Hold on. Cake. Any leftover chocolate cake from your mom from the wedding? No, I didn't take home anything because I haven't seen them since the wedding. I didn't go over yesterday. Yesterday was the wedding was on Saturday. So there probably is leftover cake, but I didn't take any home because I left the wedding and then I didn't go over yesterday. I just stayed in my silence with Alex, and we just had a sad little day together. Oh, I hope to never have that test. I got tested this morning, stuff up my nose that was not intended to be there. Yeah, hopefully you don't have to, Candace. Hopefully you just don't get sick at all. Just there you go. And Oracle, Frida, I tried a test the other day, but it was thankfully negative. Although feeling ill, I'm weirdly grateful to just have a cold. Yeah, now that cold season is upon us, it's coming. It's now is going to be the time where we're going, what am I sick with? Oh God. And shrimp, agreed. But no additional cake. But oh my God, the cake that my mom made, she made a hybrid of ermine icing with I think she called it Finnish boiled icing or Finnish something icing. I want to say it's boiled icing. It's like a meringue icing, but it's like some Finnish recipe. Maybe she said finished. I feel like she said Finnish boiled icing. Anyway, she made a hybrid of boiled icing, which uses egg whites, and then ermine icing, which uses, I don't know, witchcraft or black magic or something. I honestly don't know what she did. But the point is that she made this amazing icing that was like whipped and light and airy. Hola ice cream, yay! And this chocolate cake that was so dense and decadent, and yet somehow I ate a piece that was way too big for a human to consume. So like, how dense could it have been? Because I managed to eat quite a lot. Candace, it is rather invasive. I don't think I have it, but they want us to test. I will know in a day or two. Candace, now! So I have my job induction tomorrow. Nervous but excited. That's exciting. I wish you the best of luck for that. But honestly, it's a good idea. I should go to my parents' house. They probably do have a lot of extra cake because the cake was huge and there were not many people. Oh no! He tested positive. He's holed up in the back bedroom while my kid and I test every day. Negative so far. That's terrifying. I'm sorry you're going through that. That's very stressful and scary. But also, I'm glad that you guys got negatives. But also still scary because he still needs somebody to take care of him, right? Like, when one person in a family gets a positive, it's not like you can actually really isolate. So I'm hopeful that you guys are safe and that he is gonna be just fine very soon so that you don't have to worry about getting tested every day. Would set me on a sneezing fit. It made my nose bleed. I got a nosebleed after. Not like a real nosebleed, just like enough that when I blew my nose later, there was blood in my nose blow. Okay, guys, I'm going a second time because I feel so bleh. I hope you all have a good time. Bye, Oracle. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming and feel better. I never sneeze single. It's always 3 at least, and that test would send me crazy. Yeah, that would be fun to happen, especially because if you're going in a sneezing fit, you're also going to test if you're ill. So people are going to be like, no, stop spreading your disease everywhere. It's like nowadays when you go into anywhere and then you have to clear your throat, you're like trying to like do it like in a way that is definitely not coughing. Like literally, Alex clears his throat whenever he feels like it, which seems to be so often whenever we're in public, and it feels that way anyway because he's like, he'll go like, and I'm like, you can't do that anymore. People are gonna think that we're gonna make everyone ill. But anyway, super stressful. It would be better if we were all positive, ideally all negative, but you know, at least we'd be able to see each other. He's like a ghost in the attic. Yeah, but he's a ghost in the attic that still needs hot soup, you know? He's a ghost in the attic that you have to take care of and worry about, and also that you like. It's not the ghost in the attic that sneaks up around on you, you know? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? How's he doing, though? If it was a couple of days ago, is he symptomatic, or is he asymptomatic, or is it like a bad cold for him, or like, how's he doing? I hope he's okay. Fingers crossed, sending healing vibes your way. Absolutely, Candace. Agreed. Oh, I'm feeling much better after talking to you guys for a while. I'm feeling a lot less emotionless. I'm feeling a lot better. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. Also, I found out the internet likes these extra long streams, and by the internet I mean the YouTube algorithm gods. They like these extra long streams, so works for me. Thunder, where are you going? Thunder. Thunder. Come here. Come. What are you doing back there? What are you doing back there? Why are you wagging your tail at me? Come here. Come. What are you doing? What troubles are you causing? He already caused all his troubles. My phone died, but I'm back. Welcome back. Same. Do you know the last couple of days it's felt so sacrilegious when I throw out eggshells and onion skins? It feels so wrong. Yeah. And it should feel wrong because it is wrong, because the world is in a very messed up place to have me not needing them anymore. I wish that it was not that way, Candace, honestly. This was a self-test. I don't mind the nose so much, but the shove it to the back of your throat until you almost throw up was a bit hard. I did very good. I almost threw up. So you did it right. And this morning I woke up and was hoping for a stream, so this is making my day home alone so much more fun. Well, I'm glad that you're here. And I'm also happy that we are able to hang out for longer and have that be what the internet wants also. Ditto, I'm so mad for you. Yeah, me too. I'm more just like heartbroken and upset. I'm not mad yet. I haven't gotten to that part of, or is anger first? I'm in mourning, but I've just been able to emotionally open up to it. So now I'm sad as opposed to, just neutral. I'm not mad yet. Well, I'll be mad. I think when I'm not living in this house, I'll get mad about it. Whereas right now I'm sad that it's gonna be taken away from me. Do you know what I mean? I'm just glad I got some of my feelings back the other day. Crying was like very therapeutic and very good for me. You're making my sick day way better. I'm glad. Well, you guys are making my day way better as I figure out all of these patterns that I'm going to have to do tutorials on. I'm going to do tutorials on. I say have to, like as if it's not fun for me. I enjoy doing tutorials. I just have to get back into it again. So doing these pattern tests or these pattern makeups that I'm doing are helping me to figure out what I'm going to do next. That's kind of cool, right? Cute little item. Mm-hmm. Oh, Alex came over to tell me I missed my doctor's appointment today. I didn't know I had one today. I mean, I must have known that I had one, but I didn't pick up my phone for the doctor's appointment, and I missed my doctor's appointment. Wait. Did I miss... Oh god, I hope I didn't miss my therapy. One sec, let me check in my calendar. I hope I didn't miss therapy. Doctor's appointment missing, no big deal. Therapy appointment missing, more of a big deal, you know what I mean? No, not therapy, just regular doctor's appointment. Not worried. I had to do throat, nose, and then spit in a cup and dip it. Delightful. I still think it should be a long cuffed sweater. Now it would be a very long cuff though. You're making my, I still think, and I had to do nose, throat, and spit in a cup. Delicious. And by delicious, I mean yuck. Not delicious. Gosh, I just had like a moment of nervousness. Like, no, did I miss therapy? That would have... That way it would poof at the elbows. Oh, that'd be cool too. I guess that would be kind of cool. But I don't think I have enough of this yarn to do 2 cups. I know it's just white acrylic, but you know when you don't match up the yarn exactly and then it's not the same? I had to cancel therapy because I had an autistic meltdown last week. Now I have to cancel again because of a dentist appointment. I'm sorry that you had to cancel therapy at all and ever, because therapy is super important. That's why I just got nervous thinking that I missed a therapy appointment this morning. But I just missed a regular doctor's appointment, which was just a follow-up anyway. About my wrists, because I have carpal tunnel syndrome. Everybody has a carpal tunnel, but carpal tunnel syndrome. My carpal tunnels are inflamed. And I had tests to confirm that, and this was supposed to be me following up about those tests. But I already spoke to the doctor who did the tests, so I don't need to have my family doctor explain it again. But that's fine. Oops. Whatever. She called twice and then was able to have 15 minutes of a break, so hopefully she got to have a coffee during that break. I don't get therapy because I'm doing too good. Mine are deflamed. Ew. I mean, good, but also the idea freaks me out. Yeah, Frida, that's for sure what it is. It's that you're just perfectly perfect. That was ironic. Because, yes, I figured it was because you're doing too good. I got it. You're just so mentally healthy that you don't need therapy. Congrats. I'm joking, obviously. Everybody needs therapy. Literally, everybody needs therapy. Yeah, this is a lot of neurodivergent folks are in this chat. This is a fun place for those who are neurodivergent. Alex is autistic and I have ADHD, so that's us. True love. What do you think? Lovely. Beautiful. My wrist hurts. I want to go now. I think I'm going to go. And I don't know what I'm going to go to. Honestly, I was thinking I might take a little bit of a nap, but it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know if that's reasonable. I'm going to show you my shirt one more time for those of you that showed up late and only watched from wherever you're at. Here's my sweater that I'm wearing because... in case you didn't get to see the whole thing, this is what it looks like. It's actually Alex's, which is why it's got hugely long arms. And here's the shirt that I sewed yesterday. Isn't it cute? I hammered flowers onto mordanted fabric. So these are cosmos and marigolds that I grew. Hammered onto fabric, and then I sewed it into a little tanky toppy. So cute. My belly button is here, so it's like cropped, but not like really cropped, whereas this is like a dress. So beautiful. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you had a good time. I love you all. You're all welcome to come back on Wednesday. I'm going to be either early on Wednesday or we're going to be coming late again, like 11 o'clock in the morning. And if it's 11 o'clock, sorry, but I'll let you know in the morning. I'll post it in the Discord. Check out this little curl. Hey, baby. So cute. Have a nice day, Laura. Bug me on Discord if you want to chat about how to use the DPNs. Yeah, I definitely will. If I start to use them today, probably I won't use them today, but thank you. Anyways, love to you all. Good vibes, everybody. Try and stay tough and have good vibes and all the things. But come back on Wednesday. Don't forget to like the video before you head out. Subscribe if you're new, and come back Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay, bye! Also, thank you to all of my patrons. Oh, that's moved over. Let's try that again. Thank you to all my patrons. Okay, love